E.T. phone home.
I'm just having some brewski beers at my Mojo Dojo Casa house.
Wendy, I'm home.
There's no place like home.
I'm home!
Hello and welcome to the House of Cinema podcast. I am your host, Joe Aragon. With me today, as always, Claira Curtis and Sydney Volpe. And in the house today, we are going to recap the new movies of May 2026. We went over the big ones, obviously. Mando and Grogu, Obsession. I'm going to run out of Backrooms.
Devil Wears Prada.
too.
Which
But
was
there
a
were
May
lot of,
movie.
it was May 1st, but there were a lot of movies in between all those that we saw and that we want to recap very quickly. So that's the plan today. If you're new here, here's how this works. We go through May superlative style, kind of like the old, middle school, high school yearbook stuff, like best smile and most likely to succeed. We're doing that with movies, but no best smile. And the goal of the recap is that we don't talk about any of the movies we did a full episode on, right? So the ones I just talked about, no Mando, no Backrooms, no Obsession. We'll try to give you fresh answers and all of it spoiler-free, high-level reactions, kind of what we thought, what we recommend, yada, yada, yada. That's the episode. That's the agenda today. Sid, before we go into that, how are you? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm
Tell the people how you are.
like Spielberg homework era.
Oh, a lot of people are doing Spielberg homework.
yeah.
Well, a lot of cinephiles are.
Oh, I know. I was very disheartened by some comments on a recent clip that we posted about Disclosure Day. I'm like,
Our
come
clips
on,
are doing
guys.
too well.
I know. I didn't need to know all these opinions.
Yeah. It's reaching audiences who don't watch movies as often as us.
And they are answering the question we're asking in the description of the episode.
Yes.
You can tell.
Yes.
So
And
anyways,
we brought it upon ourselves. But I am
yeah.
very excited for Disclosure Day. So I've been watching and rewatching. Honestly, mostly rewatches. I watched Duel for the first time, which I thought rocked. That
Cool
is
movie,
a
huh?
cool movie. I really liked it. And I rewatched E.T., Raiders of the Lost Ark, and The Fabelmans.
Oh, wow, you're flying.
Yes.
What are your thoughts? I don't need your thoughts on E.T. and Raiders. I know how you probably feel about those. Well, actually, E.T. you were kind of on the fence about last time we were talking
Honestly,
about, right?
E.T. and Raiders, I think they're great. I think they're incredible movies, but they're not like my favorite Spielberg movies.
Okay.
I didn't grow up with either of them, really.
I respect that opinion.
Wow.
I think they're
guess.
great, but it's not, like, I feel like I grew up more with like Jurassic Park.
Okay.
I watched a lot as a kid, but like E.T. I like saw as a kid, but I wasn't like watching it all the time. I don't know.
When we talked to War of the Worlds, spoiler for that episode in case maybe I won't spoil it, but we were kind of talking about where does, the top 5 Spielberg look like for you. And you had E.T. in the 5, but you were like, I'm rewatching it. I don't know if it'll stay in the 5.
Is it in the 5 now?
Yeah. So now that
Well,
you've
I'm
seen
not
them
going to
again.
spoil that for the Disclosure Day episode.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess we
we're
can
too
save it.
Spielberg pilled. I feel like we're talking about Disclosure Day in like every episode right
We are.
because we're just
We're
like,
doing
so
the marketing.
excited.
Yeah, we're the only
Yeah, I
people
know.
talking about Disclosure Day, by the way. No one else. The amount of people who are like, I've seen that trailer 1,000 times. I never want to see it again.
Yeah.
Or the opposite side of the spectrum of, what is Disclosure Day? I'm just hearing about this right now.
You talking about it is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's the world we're living
Well, a
in.
lot of like people keep telling me I need to go see it just because it's Spielberg, and that's like not enough for me. I'm like, oh, we've lost the ancient
We've lost
texts.
Yeah. If that's not enough for people, I don't blame a casual moviegoer, though, who is maybe not in love with Spielberg or too familiar with his work.
Yeah.
And if people are just like, you have to go watch it because it's Spielberg, that might get a little annoying, if we're being honest.
Yes, I
Yeah.
think it. Yeah, well, I think it is this dissonance between it being conceptually this big Spielberg movie and then what the marketing looks like. People are like, I'm not feeling like this is like when I see the
Yeah.
marketing, I'm not feeling like it's this big epic thing I need to go see, despite what people are telling me, which is totally fair. I don't really love how they've been marketing it. But I do think that means that there's like gonna be a lot of interesting stuff to discover that isn't very marketable, which is like more exciting, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well. And I've talked to some peers in the space of social media, and we're noticing that like the content being made around Disclosure Day, not doing well.
Really? Just
No.
across the board?
Across the board.
A lot. I've never seen this much Spielberg in my life. He's doing
A ton of marketing. He's everywhere.
He's they're doing trivia and interviews and podcasts and premieres and all that.
But it's more about like those videos that people are making.
Talking about Disclosure Day.
Like going to these things or like
Right.
interviewing Spielberg. Like they're not performing well metrically speaking. Now, not always an indication of obviously quality, but also just kind of reaction or interest. But I think it is a slight indicator of where people's mindsets are at. I mean,
Of course, especially the younger generation.
During Obsession weeks, you could talk about Obsession in any capacity and those videos would blow up. I mean, I've seen so many interviews with Curry Barker taking on a potato, basically, like the back of a movie theater, but it's him talking about, breaking down certain scenes of the movie and it, it's popping off. People are excited to watch it. And then I see 4K up close Spielberg interviews and no one's commenting or engaging with it anyway. They don't care.
It's fascinating.
All that to say, you rewatched 3 Spielberg movies.
We care. Yes.
We care. We care.
Can you at least give us like, I don't know, like a little bit of a hint of how you felt about any of these? Like, has anything changed in the last 3 movies?
I will say, when I first saw The Fabelmans, this is interesting for me because all of these movies I watched like pre-frontal lobe developing, and I had a feeling my feelings on a lot of them would change. The Fabelmans, at first, like I liked it, but I didn't love it when I saw it when it came out. I think that's one of the greatest things he's ever done.
Oh,
after
absolutely.
rewatching it. Oh my god!
Welcome
that
to the
movie
club.
is fantastic.
Yeah. Welcome to
It's,
the club.
like,
We're glad
so
you're
good.
here finally.
So yeah, The Fabelmans, to give a little hint, a little sneak peek, I think will be like in his top movies for me.
Ooh.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
tragically beautiful at times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very funny at times.
Very funny, and it's just so like psychologically interesting, and it's such like an honest confessional. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I needed to know you this well, but I'm like glad that I do now.
Hey, what is the line he says to the bully? I made it look like you can fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a scene.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a
And
good
it is like
episode.
once you watch The Fabelmans, then you watch, like I was watching Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Marion is wearing this like almost sheer white dress, and like the wind is blowing and you can kind of see the outline of her body. And after having freshly watched The Fabelmans, I'm like, oh, it was always here. Like you watch any of his movies and you're like, oh my god, it was here the whole time. All your weird psychology.
Yes.
So yeah, that's like the bulk of what I have been up to. Still playing Elden Ring. Honestly, I'm kind of killing it at Elden Ring.
Hell yeah,
Have
dude.
you killed any bosses yet?
I've killed a bunch of bosses.
That's
Whoa.
great. I want to see like pictures of
I know you're not
Oh, you want
documenting
me to
this
show
enough
you?
for
I
us.
want some documentation
Yeah.
of it.
I'll
yeah.
tell you guys. And when I say a bunch, I don't know exactly how many, because there's a difference between like, like the mini bosses you find on the map and then like the actual bosses when you like enter a place. There are a few of them that I have just had to like leave, and I'm like, I'm not
Yeah.
ready yet.
Come back.
So
Mhm.
yeah, just like slowly get better. So
Do you know what build you're doing?
what is the build like when you choose
like-
your little thing at the beginning?
So like when you start to put points into your stats, when you like kind of cash in your souls, what are you putting points in? Like your strength, your dexterity, your health?
Oh, I see. That's so funny. Brendan called it souls too. It's runes in Elden Ring.
Sorry,
Souls
runes.
and Dark
Yeah,
Souls,
runes.
right?
Yeah,
Yes.
souls and dark
Yeah.
souls. Yeah.
I've done, honestly, as I've played and like discovered my playing style, I've been putting a lot into my stamina, which
Okay,
is
stamina's solid.
endurance. Is that what
Yeah.
it is? Like
Allows you to kinda
endurance
roll
and
more.
vigor. Yeah.
Yeah. And vigor is
I've
your
been
health.
doing a lot of, yes.
I think typically in these games, strength is like the easier route to go because if you get to get the bigger weapons that do more damage,
Mhm.
they're just not as like flashy. It's just like kind of like I'm big caveman with big club.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, keep us updated on the journey.
Yeah, I'm having fun. So that's been my life. What about you guys?
Claire, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Everything but watching movies low key.
Oh.
I feel like I've been running around a lot, which has been fun. It's Pride Month.
It is Pride Month. Happy Pride.
Happy
everybody.
Pride.
Did we say that last episode? I can't remember.
I don't remember. I'm sure we snuck it in
He-Man?
somewhere. Oh no,
I feel
I
like
don't
we should have said
know.
it for He-Man.
we should have, because low key there's a little bit of a queer context to
There
some
we
of the
go.
stuff
Master
he's
Universe.
struggling
Happy
with.
Pride.
Yeah.
But it's Pride Month, yay! And so I'm watching Pride Month stuff. But then I was telling you guys, I think it was for the Patreon, I watched a few really, really bad lesbian
Yes.
movies.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that.
And boy, did that take the wind out of my sails a little bit on movies in
That's
general.
happened.
I said, oh, I need a break. And so I've been chilling. But in the, like, I feel like in the month as a whole for May, I haven't been watching as much as I usually would. But yeah, I'm hanging out. I'm playing First Light. I'm still not done. You beat it.
I'm done. I beat 007 First Light.
Very exciting. Where am I? I just finished a big mission, or I'm in the middle of a mission that's happening during like a big event, the second event, not the first one.
Okay.
And it's fun. I'm having a good time. Yeah, I don't really have anything.
Nothing else to report?
No, I'm trying to think. I'm going back to Seattle soon.
All right,
That'll
cool.
be cool. Yeah.
How about the month of
Reading
May? How you
anything,
feeling about
or-
May? Oh, yeah.
What?
Reading
Are you reading
anything?
anything?
Yes, I'm
I always go when I
reading-
go on a Fable, I check out Clara's profile and it's always like, Clara is currently reading 50 books.
I don't want to talk about that. I have a really bad habit where, because for a long time it was like I'm reading one book at a time, but then you get a book that's maybe not the best, and then I'm in a reading slump for like 6 months and I'm not reading anything because I'm
Yeah,
like, I have to
that's
finish
not
this
reading.
book.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. And so now when I'm feeling slightly stuck, I just put it down and pick a different one up, which is
Fair.
equally not good. But I'm reading, oh man, it's either Clarissa or Claudia at the Wedding. And
Okay.
I'm really
Oh.
liking it a lot, actually.
Cool.
I'm loving it. I'm almost done with it.
Cool.
So I'm reading that. That's nice. Yeah, I'm just hanging out mostly, playing with the cat a lot.
Cool.
Yeah.
All
what,
right.
what about you? What are you doing?
I beat 007 First Light. That was good. Full review on Patreon. I won't spoil it for the public.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I did like it a decent amount. And now I am watching movies for the pod. I mean, May was strange for us because we were at Cannes.
That's the thing. I
For
was
11
like,
Yeah,
days.
exactly.
I was like tapped out.
You get kind
Yeah.
of
a
burnt
little
out
bit.
on movies for a bit.
Just
Yeah.
super burnt
Yeah.
out. So now that we're back, trying to get back in the swing of things, I'm looking at the June calendar. I'm like, there's some things here I'm very excited for.
Yeah.
May overall, though, like in terms of new movies I watched, like a handful, not that many. We'll go over those later as well. But yeah, I mean, the NBA finals are on, baseball's on, hockey's on. There's a lot of sports on that I'm kind of keeping in touch with.
Yeah.
That's about it. Just hanging. May 2026. How'd it go for you, Sid? Did it feel good? If we exclude Cannes,
Okay.
how is May as a month of
Yes.
movies for you?
Our Cannes episode is available now. You can hear
It
about
is.
those movies. But I will say, after looking through what came out in May, because we saw a lot of good stuff at Cannes, and that was just like a whirlwind. It's such a big chunk of our month. I think we covered all the stuff that I like really liked
That matters.
in May. I think it was kind of a week, like even in terms of like limited releases, given like it was like we were playing catch up after Cannes, and there are a couple here and there that I didn't get to see, and I wish that I had, which we'll talk about. But yeah, I feel like it wasn't a super strong month outside of the like backrooms obsession craze. Is that what you guys are feeling, or?
Yeah. I'm looking at like 2 or 3
Yeah.
outside of the ones that we didn't cover, outside of Cannes, that I was like, really like those. And then there is a big gap, and there's like 5 or 6 movies where I'm like, I could have skipped those and been fine. And that's about it, basically.
Yeah.
You know, there's a few movies here we saw not in May, but we saw it back in like in March for South by Southwest. And so it's like a weird month because it's like a weird combination of like Cannes, South by Southwest watches, actual May watches. It's like kind of all over the place. What do you think?
Boy, I didn't do my job this month. I saw 10 May releases.
Whoa.
That's still pretty good.
4 of those were for episodes we did. So I saw 6 things not related to an episode, which is just like really low for me in general.
Interesting.
I don't know. But I will say I think that's because I was being really selective. Like the movies I did see outside of the ones maybe we did for public episodes were all things I was genuinely excited to watch and I wanted to watch and I enjoyed them all.
Okay.
So like in that way, like I had a good
protect
month.
your peace then.
Yeah, truly I am doing, I did that yesterday. We were talking about Scary Movie 6 and then I was like, I'm just not going to go.
Yeah, and for full transparency, this episode at one point was Scary Movie 6 / May recap. And then Sid and I saw Scary Movie 6, and I was like, there's no need to talk about this movie. I don't think.
Yeah, did not. And
There's just no
some
value
people have
to
been
it.
enjoying it.
Yeah,
we
that's
did
why
not
that,
feel
like-
that way.
Okay, yeah, that's the transparency part. We didn't like it.
Yeah.
But it's going to make good money this weekend. People are going to go watch it. I don't know how the general public's reacting to this. I'm seeing like a mix of like, yeah, this movie sucked to like, no, it is fun.
Right.
Yeah, I do wonder if like because the vibe of Scary Movie is kind of just like, oh, it's a spoofy thing. Like they are like arguably sometimes inherently like not great. I wonder if general population is like more forgiving towards it.
Maybe. Naked Gun came out
Yeah.
last
Well-
year, which was great.
That's the question I had because I have only seen a couple of the scary movies and not for a while. Don't they all kind of suck?
I mean, they do to a degree, but I
technically.
think that, like, from what I remember about 1 and 2, which I haven't seen 1 and 2 in a hot second. I've seen 3 a couple times. There's always been like, yes, like lowbrow, crude humor. That's fine. That's not the problem with Scary Movie 6 that I found. But I always found it to be they're always to be a little bit more clever. They tend to
right.
prioritize like 1 or 2 movies to kind of spoof, and then obviously throw in like a mishmash of other jokes going on. Scary Movie 6 was like nonstop, like a reference, a joke a second.
Yeah.
And once you're kind of throwing that many things at the wall, you're only batting at that point like maybe 200. Like you're maybe getting 2 or 3 hits out of every 10, 15 references.
Yeah.
And it's kind of exhausting. I just didn't really find it funny, to be honest. And it does feel like a movie that was intending to offend people or trigger people, especially based off the marketing and the way they kind of presented the film. And none of it is like offensive. It's all just kind of dumb.
Yeah, I think of the clips that are popular, like the one with the lady's hat that keeps growing in
Oh, that's
the
Scary Movie
signs.
3.
That's
So there's
awesome.
no visual gags in Scary
Well, that's the
Movie 6
thing.
like
It's
that.
Really?
but it's also the humor there is like derived from the film itself. I feel like Scary Movie 6 is just referencing things, but it's not playing with the actual films. It's just like, haha, remember Sinners?
Yeah. Yeah. And like,
yeah.
that's one scene. Like I thought Sinners was going to play a bigger deal in like the story or the fabric of the storytelling in the movie.
Yeah.
And it's just one scene in the film that I thought was fine.
Oh.
Which, I think I feel like a Scary Movie 3 for sure. There are certain sequences that just like last a long time that are like dedicated to parodying a certain movie, but also deriving, like we said, the comedy from what's happening in the film. Whatever. Maybe we're being too over analytical for this movie, and I'm sure people will accuse us of that.
I don't think so, though. It's like you have to figure out the reasons why, because we didn't find it very funny, and there are
and just from,
mechanics
like,
to those things that why it wasn't successful.
Obviously, not personal story, but like just from my own experience in my theater, not a lot of laughs. Like there was not a lot of moments in that movie where like the whole crowd was like heeing, hawing together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could hear chuckles here and there, but I've heard of far more laughter in a lot of different movies. He-Man, I saw. I
there
heard
was
a
a
lot
lot
more
of
laughter
laughing
in
in
Master
He-Man.
Universe. But for a scary movie, you kind of expect like the crowd to be uproarious and loud and like be excited, but none of the jokes really hit in that way, and I was kind of shocked by that.
Same. It was the same for me. There was one guy to my left who was laughing pretty frequently, but otherwise I didn't hear a single laugh in my whole theater. It got like a couple of chuckles out of me.
Yeah, a couple of
Wow.
chuckles. There was an
But,
It Follows
yeah.
joke that kind of made me laugh. because
Oh,
it
yeah.
comes up really randomly.
Uh-huh.
And they made a joke about ballerina, John Wick's ballerina.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That
nice.
part made me laugh a little bit. And I thought the ending of Scary Movie 6 started to get clever. And like
Oh.
that's when I was like, oh, this is kind of funny now.
Okay.
But that was basically it.
Yeah.
So
I
there you go.
agree.
There's our rapid review of Scary Movie 6.
Okay, let's put it in the title. It counts.
Does it count? Scary Movie 6?
No.
Okay, May 2026. I'm agreeing with you guys. We have an interesting list of movies here. We covered the big ones. There's some small ones in between. Are we ready for our superlatives?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's get this going. Here we go. The big one, favorite movie of the month that's not Mando and Grogu, Obsession, Backrooms, or Devil Wears Prada 2. What are you guys picking over here? Your favorite movie of the month of May. Sid, what do you have locked and loaded for us?
I am picking I Love Boosters.
Oh, there we go. So that's the first one I wanted to bring
That's
up.
one
Yeah,
of my
this
picks.
was a big one that we saw this at South by. Did we all see this at South by?
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, and we all really enjoyed it, and it was kind of like, there was this lull between seeing it and when it finally came out, but a lot of people have been seeing it and really enjoying it. I do think it's not as like surprising, or maybe I just don't think it's as strong as Sorry to Bother You, but I did think it was this really just I don't know, it's so clear that any Boots Riley project will just be so unique. It was so funny. All the performances are great. Keke Palmer especially, I think, is incredible in it. Just all the magical realism and like it's like multimedia, and it's just a crazy movie, and I had a lot of fun with it.
Clara?
I mean, I agree with all that. It was I put 2 for this, and that was one of the 2 I'd put down. I think about I Love Boosters a lot, honestly, post watching it at South by, which is always a good feeling because I would say maybe especially when we see stuff that early in the year, it's easy for it to just melt out of my brain. But I Love Boosters is sticking around. I just, it's just so creative, and it's fun watching a movie like you pointed out, so that's so like its own thing, and like Boots Riley has such a distinct voice, and it's really exciting to see like the trajectory of his career as he's just like getting more opportunities to make these big like crazy films. I think he's kind of a genius, low-key. And yeah, I loved it. It was such a fun movie. Keke Palmer for sure is the standout, I think.
Yeah.
I like Isa Gonzalez in that movie a lot.
Oh yeah, she
She's
is
fun.
She has a
good.
couple of sequences that she kind of takes control of. I
Yeah.
love her. And Naomi Aki is really great. The whole cast is very, very
It's
good.
It's so
Yeah,
funny.
It's so
Boots
good.
Surprisingly
Riley-
touching. I think it made me cry.
That's why I think I like it a lot in that, or maybe why I like it more than Sorry to Bother You, in that there's an emotional aspect to I Love Boosters that I enjoyed more.
I agree.
Boots Riley is a really creative. I mean, this is the kind of artist we want making movies every year, every other year, or whatever. I hope he continues to get funding for all of his movies. He was actively out there campaigning like hell for I Love Boosters. I hope it's paid off. I haven't looked at the numbers at all, but it gets all of our endorsement for sure.
Yes.
And it's such an interesting comparison or double feature to have with like the Devil Wears Prada, which a lot of people are pointing out, in that they're both kind of fashion industry adjacent films, but also have these conversations about capitalism. One of them is both sidesing us. The other one is kind of taking a more firm stance
Yeah.
on kind of how we can defeat this, what is kind of hell of capitalism. You can probably guess which one's which. Is I Love Boosters, by the way. I Love Boosters. Very funny. The mixed media aspect, like the all the way from
Yeah.
like the stop motion to they use like mini figures. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
Really cool movie. Good show.
Yeah.
Good
Claire,
show.
what's your other one then?
My other one is God Is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Which-
yeah.
We've all seen now, and we
Yeah.
all liked, but I think I liked the most. I just thought this was like a phenomenal movie. I was kind of blown away because I think sometimes people are reducing it a little bit to just like, oh, this is just like another Kill Bill iteration. But I think the fact that it is so inherently about sisterhood really adds a new layer to that kind of revenge story. And it makes something very satisfying. Friends of the pod, No Notes, interviewed all the cast. And during that, Janelle Monáe talked about how it feels like Is God Is like creating a new language for film in terms of like how they're telling a story. And I honestly think that's a great way to put it. And I totally agree, because there is just something very electric and new about the way Is God is conveying its themes. And also like, you know, I think the text on the screen to convey like inner monologue conversations is really interesting. There's so many
That was really cool.
I thought that was so cool. And like, there's just so much about this that I love. The cast is again, like unreal, very, very good. And it's just it's such a fun movie. I honestly, of any movie I saw in May, I think Is God is the one I want to rewatch the most.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. Not Mando and
Love
Grogu?
Not Mando and Grogu.
Oh, man. Yeah, Is God was the one I was nervous to miss because
Yeah.
it was in theaters for a hot second.
Super
Maybe
limited.
2-3 weeks if you were lucky in a major town. And if you missed it, I hope it's on VOD in the next month or so.
It is on VOD now.
It's on VOD now.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot too. Big fan of it. Cara Young is really, really great in it.
Yeah.
And Sterling K. Brown, obviously, always been very great.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a movie I thought. Like, I know people have been calling it like Tarantino-esque.
Yeah.
I guess I get it. But we can't have that guy capitalize the whole genre of revenge.
No, it
Like,
bothers me that he gets to just own it all.
I don't know. I guess I can see the influences. I'm not denying Tarantino's influence,
And
but
like they've said it, they've admitted like in interviews that Is God is influenced by
and
it. So it's like
I
they are.
understand that.
Yeah.
But it's just so much more than that. And I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend as well.
Me too.
Sweet.
Yeah, I didn't think of Kill Bill at all while I was watching it.
Oh,
I actually thought mostly of the Odyssey, especially by way of Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I
Mhm.
guess just because it is this like it's this like Southern Gothic quest that they're going on, and they're encountering all these different foes and archetypes and things like that. Because it's not like the action isn't stylized. They're not like skilled fighters or anything. They're just kind of trying to survive, and so it takes on a completely
the
different
opposite.
tone. Yeah, exactly. But it gets dark and it gets violent, and I wasn't really expecting that. And I do think, yeah, every like stylistic decision it made I thought was really exciting. Yeah, it was a really solid movie. I'm
Yeah.
glad that you picked that one.
Yay.
Okay.
What
I'm
are you
going to choose
picking?
Hokum.
Yay.
We're going to talk about Hokum a little bit.
We
We
should.
all saw it at
Yeah.
South by Southwest. I feel bad for Hokum. It's the one horror movie in May that didn't get like the insane
know.
fanfare that Obsession and Backrooms got. And I think it's as good as both those movies. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously very different from both those movies, but I think if you're into the super atmospheric, spooky hotel movie, I think it's great. And I was really not a fan. I mean, when we first saw South by Southwest, I was not on board with it too much. But, you know, sometimes you be at festivals and the crowds and it's a different experience. And then, you know, then I saw it at home and I loved it a lot. And then I saw it again. And I think it's really grown on me over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Adam Scott, very good. Damian McCarthy, very good. And I think that he's constructing a really interesting, scary, spooky movie that I think is just kind of solid all around. So that I'm a fan of Hokum.
Yeah.
So do you remember?
Great
I
show.
mean, it's been a while for you.
Yeah, but I think I actually like surprisingly liked it the most of all of us, right? When we got out of it
When we
at
walked
South
out,
by.
yeah.
And then but I haven't had this like I'm not really like itching to rewatch it. Though I do like yearn for like the parts of it that I loved the most that do align with what people were saying before, that it is sort of this like throwback to 70s horror and that sort of like dread and tension. There's so much of the film that I think really nails that and is fun to like live in. But it did just have so many like jump scares and like other stuff that I was like, ooh, I feel like this is kind of interfering with the vibe a little bit. It's
sometimes,
interrupting the
yeah.
vibe.
There's a couple of those still that I'm like, I don't know if we need that. I'm enjoying the movie so much more when it's Adam Scott with like a lantern walking around with, like,
Right.
this labyrinth-esque honeymoon suite in
Totally.
the hotel. And then I'm enjoying it less when someone's like behind him randomly.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not like I'm offended by it, but I'm also I don't need that.
No,
you know?
totally.
Yeah, but the former is like so delicious that
Yes, it's
It's-
so
it
cool.
does a lot of
good.
heavy lifting. Yeah, and Adam
Exactly.
Scott's really great in it. I thought that was a fun role for him to take.
Yeah.
Same. It's just a version of what we know him as an actor. You
Yeah.
know, we know him so much as like this kind of lovable guy, whether that be through Parks and Rec or even through Severance, where he's more of like this kind of like tragic hero. In this movie, he's just a scumbag.
Yeah.
And it, obviously there's reason behind the way he acts, but it's funny to see him play someone so unlikable.
Yeah.
And there's
I
that
like
story
about
within
it.
the story element.
Which is really cool.
Fun.
That part's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't love it at South by, but then I went and saw it again with some friends, and I came out of that being like, oh wow, like that worked way better for me this time around. Yeah.
Sometimes the festival screening is not all hyped up to be, everyone.
No,
Yeah.
truly.
True.
Sometimes it is better at home. Most disappointing movie of the month. That's not the 4 that we covered during the month.
Uh-huh.
What do you have there, Sid?
I didn't really have like a bigger one to put for this, so I had no choice but to put a little movie called The Wizard of...
The
I
Wizard
already-
of... Oh!
Oh my god.
Wait, finish the sentence.
What
I
do
cut
you
you
think
off.
I was gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh.
I got afraid you saw Sheep Detectives.
No,
I didn't
no.
tell
Oh my
us.
god, and like was gonna jump
Oh.
scare you by saying I hated it.
Oh my God.
That would be
So
so
I'm really nervous
cruel.
right now. So I'm
Phew.
sorry, I cut you
No.
off. Can you complete your sentence? Because people might assume you're saying Wizard of Oz right now.
No, my most disappointing movie of the month was The Wizard of the Kremlin, which I saw at South by. No, I saw
No,
that at
at
TIFF.
TIFF.
Wow, so I saw that like so long ago. Wow, I wonder why it
The
took so
funny
long
thing
for it
is,
to
like,
come
I
out.
swear I remember having a conversation with you saying, like, let's go watch this movie. And like, no, I'm gonna watch Wizard of the Kremlin.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, you do you, man. Go watch
Yeah.
Wizard of the Kremlin.
And then when we
Well-
reconvened, you were like, that was awful.
Dude, like so bad. And I was, because it's directed by Olivier Assayas, who
Mhm.
did Personal Shopper, Irma Vep. And I was like, okay, maybe there's something to this. It's about this guy, Paul Dano plays this guy who was like an advisor to Putin in like the 90s or something. And yeah, it's about like the Kremlin, but like his like influence and how he was very savvy and like why he was very savvy like that. Like Jeffrey Wright plays this guy who's, I think, writing a book about him and is like interviewing him and stuff. All sounds like potentially very interesting. Jude Law as Putin, I was even before I saw it a little skeptical of, and it is indeed a little distracting. And I don't know why they did that, but man, it just was like dreadfully boring. And-
Jude Law with Russian accent?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, I thought I remember you telling me it was weird because he kept his British accent.
Oh yeah, maybe it is for like I was like maybe it's Russian, but it's kind of light in the way that it sounds kind of British. But maybe he did literally just keep his British accent.
I don't know. You're the only one who saw it, so thank you for that.
Yeah,
Thank you for your
I'm the
service.
only
you for your
one keeping its
service.
memory alive.
I forgot that came out this month.
Yeah, it was limited, but
Okay.
not good. Not
Disappointing, Clara?
I had a tough time with this too, because like I said, like I didn't watch a lot, and then what I did watch, I liked for the most part. I will say, and I want to emphasize, I still really like the movie, but I was a little disappointed when I finally watched Silent Friend because I thought I was gonna like love it.
Oh.
This is a movie about a tree, which is
Yes.
awesome. And I only liked it, and
Okay.
so I'm disappointed
That's
that
fair.
I didn't like love it because it does feel very like this movie was made for me. But I've seen some of that director's other work, and like I like what she makes, but it's not often like my favorite thing in the world. So it makes sense actually that this wasn't like
Okay.
a slam dunk for me. But yeah, I think that's what I'll say. It's still so worth seeing if you can though. Like I think it's a really interesting approach to like an anthology story.
Does the
Oh,
tree
I
talk?
didn't know that.
No,
It's like the Giving Tree?
It's like the
well,
Giving
actually,
Tree. Leans down,
No,
hands
but-
him an apple.
part of a big focus throughout the different stories is how specifically like botanists are trying to figure out if trees or plant life in general do communicate in their own way and if they respond to our presence and our communication with them. So you get a lot of really cool, that's the part I really liked, was you get a lot of cool like literally like people doing science experiments on plants where they're like
Wow.
mapping their internal structure and the response to
You're
stimuli.
not selling me on this movie at all.
No, it's stop. It's
Is that
really
Lea
cool.
Seydoux, or did I make
Yes,
that up?
she's in it.
And then
Tony Leung. Yeah, he's
Oh,
and like
oh, holy moly!
they're great in it. But I will say, oddly enough, I think their section of the movie is the the weakest,
Okay.
which is unexpected.
We will see if we kept the science experiments on tree movie.
Honestly, I was under no impression you would ever watch a movie.
Yeah, maybe one day. Probably not.
Okay, what are you putting for this?
This was only tough because there are 3 movies that could fit this bill pretty easily.
I was gonna say, I feel like you have better options for this.
But also, like I was gonna say Mortal Kombat 2, but that was kind of exactly what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like we wish a Mortal Kombat movie would be good, even though you knew it wasn't going to be.
It wasn't going to be good, or not even like great. Same with the Guy Ritchie movie In the Gray, which you know, I wish it would be good, but I knew going into it would be fine.
Yeah.
I guess I would say Passenger, the horror movie Passenger.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And
good
mainly
one.
because there was so much emphasis on horror this month on being so great. You're like, whoa, Hokum, whoa, Obsession, Backrooms, and then there's like Passenger in the corner, and it's like, oh, Passenger came out also, which was not amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most standard traditional horror movie of the bunch. It's not doing anything relatively interesting story-wise, performance-wise. It's kind of stupid, if we're just being honest.
Like stupid, like the characters are stupid.
The
or
characters are stupid. The plot's stupid.
Okay.
Like, there's nothing about it that I'm like itching to recommend to people for.
Okay.
There's a couple decent jump scares, I suppose, but overall, I'm like, this is just throw it in the corner with the rest of the forgettable horror movies of the year. And
Okay.
Like, you know, there's always gonna be like 20 of those every year, and it's
Yeah.
part of the 20.
Okay.
It's funny, like you were saying, it seems like they knew that scene on the road was like the only good scene in the movie, and so that's why that's the only thing that they were like marketing it with.
Oh, for sure. The best jump scare is if I didn't see the trailer, I feel like I probably would have been like more scared.
Oh.
Because in the trailer I wasn't that scared. But yeah, it's like a really cool sequence of like using, you know, the road to kind of scare you and catch you off guard.
Yeah.
There's not enough of that to kind of like, I don't know, for me to recommend it to people. It's like one of
Right.
those things that it'll pop up on Netflix and people watch it out of curiosity, and I don't blame them, but nothing amazing. So I guess I'll go with Passengers.
Okay. Fair one to pick.
All right, most surprising movie of the month. This one's easy.
I think we have the same answer.
It's The Sheep
Oh,
Detectives.
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
yay.
Absolutely. Look,
Yes.
Sheep Detective, no spoilers
No spoilers.
for The Sheep Detectives. But I will say, leading up to The Sheep Detectives, and I think this was for most people's experience, was anyone actually taking this movie seriously? It's okay to admit this and admit that I was wrong, by the way.
To quote Sydney, every time we talked about Sheep Detectives before it came out, it was a big deal in the UK.
It's a big thing in the UK.
So maybe it was taken a little more seriously in the UK.
Maybe UK, if you're listening from the UK, let us know. Was The Sheep Detectives a big deal leading up to its release? But I will admit, leading up to The Sheep Detectives in May of 2026, no part of me thought this movie would be... I thought it could be good. I didn't think it was going to move me in the way that it did.
Yeah.
And then as people started to see it, videos online were coming out like, oh, I sobbed watching The Sheep Detectives. And I was like, well, I'm going to be watching it. We'll see what happens. Can confirm, beautiful movie.
Phenomenal movie.
Aw.
I loved it so much.
Yeah.
It is taking a surprisingly adult, honest, very genuine route to how does memory and death, how do we process that through talking sheep?
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
I can't believe how well it works, but it really, really works.
No, it like is a very mature conversation about grief in a way I don't think anyone was prepared for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And still very accessible for younger audiences.
Absolutely. Yeah, there were
Like,
a lot
it's
of families in my screening.
still like very funny and very cute. But I mean, there are moments where they're having this conversation. I'm like, oh my God, this is
Yeah.
this is deeper than I was ready for, prepared to
Wow.
have. And yeah, it got me. Wasn't like crying. And then the very end, there's like a moment, and I was like, oh shit, it got me. It got me pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it wrecked me a little
Really
bit.
love Sheep Detectives.
It's also like just a good murder mystery story.
I thought that was the
Okay.
weakest part.
I mean,
Oh.
it's not like the best part of it, but I think it's still like competent enough to be solid in a
Yeah,
way
I would agree with that.
it easily could have
But it
not
was one of
been.
those movies where it was like, who is the killer? And I was like, are we being serious? I think we know who
It's
the killer is here.
obvious. Okay.
I thought it was obvious. I've seen people say that it's not obvious at all. Some people in my comments were saying, I had no idea who the killer was at all. I'm like, okay, well, that's fair.
I think it just depends on your familiarity with murder mystery
The
stuff. I think
genre.
if you've seen enough
Yeah.
of it, you can, you pick up, oh, this is the red herring moment. And like all those little
Yeah, yeah.
details are much easier to catch.
You know, what's like distracting you intentionally
Yeah.
versus like what's happening. But
exactly.
again, like that's not as important to me as like what it's making me feel in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And the performances are great. The voice acting is done really well.
Yeah,
Chris
it's
O'Dowd
great.
plays this one sheep.
Oh, he's good.
I know it
he's
sounds
good.
so silly. I know it sounds so dumb. Listen, the crux of this movie is that the sheep can intentionally forget things. Like they have this
Oh.
ability
Yeah.
to like erase their memory. So if something bad happens to them, they go, "All right, everyone, let's erase our memory."
Wow,
And they
that is
intentionally erase
fascinating.
memory.
It's really
But Chris
interesting.
O'Dowd sheep can't do that.
Yeah.
And so he remembers everything. And so
Dude, that's crazy.
so it's playing
No,
on
it's
like,
like-
this like, is it good that these sheep can erase their memory? It's crazy. Dude, it's a crazy ass movie.
It
That's
was
actually
crazy.
crazy.
It was
Anyways.
really
Why
good.
does
my
it?
choice.
It literally is like thematically in line with the backrooms.
No, like actually,
The sheep
double
detectives-
feature that.
Yeah. That's
Backrooms would be a
crazy.
crazy ass double feature, but both of them are playing with memory in a way that I find really interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, I like that.
Also, the sheep detectives have this cute ass lamb, the
Oh,
winter lamb.
the
So
winter
fucking
lamb.
cute,
Oh
dude.
my god,
Breaks my heart.
I
I'll have to
love
watch
that
it soon.
baby. I'm always curious when you watch a movie that you end up really liking and it's based on a book you haven't read yet. Are you more eager to read the book, or do you feel
That's
like
true. I own this book.
You do?
Yeah, I am interested in reading the book. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had some people tell me that they've read the book and the movie was better. So I'm kind of curious. And some people were saying that the book focuses more on the murder mystery aspect, and so
interesting?
that's why I may personally enjoy it a little bit more.
Okay,
I'm interested for sure. Yeah,
I
yeah,
am
yeah.
too.
Okay, Sid, was that your choice? You have a second choice?
No,
Claire?
that was my pick.
Sid.
That is such a perfect pick. I didn't really have one for this. I put I Love Boosters just because it was the movie that like surprised me like while watching it the most. Like you never really know what it's gonna do next, visually or with the story.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know if anything really surprised me this month. Maybe I'll take the opportunity to shout out Na Hong Jin's Hope again.
Yeah, let's go.
That was the definition of being surprised.
Man, we were paid to like it. Apparently,
We were apparently paid.
That's how you know you made it. By the way, is if they're saying, "Oh, we must have been paid to like this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie that's not even out yet. By the
I
way.
know. Just
Not
'cause
even
we're
close to
praising
being
it.
out. Okay, good choice. I will also shout out the animated movie Swapped,
Oh yeah, I forgot
Okay.
about that.
which came out May 1st. This is the Michael B. Jordan Juno Temple animated film.
It's directed by the guy who directed Tangled.
my
Yes, it is
God.
directed by Nathan
My
Greno,
goat.
who directed Tangled, which I like this movie more than I realized I would like it, which is
Okay.
perfect for surprising. It's not the most like groundbreaking story. It's like a Freaky Friday story. Prey and predator swap bodies, and they learn about each other and like the kind
They're
of
animals.
they're animals, but it's like they're fictional animals. They're not real. They're
Oh.
like magical creatures.
Oh.
There's more of an emphasis on this movie on like world building and lore. There's a ton of lore,
Oh man.
which I found really enjoyable. Also, there's a plot twist in this movie. Wild ass plot twist.
What?
If you look on TikTok or Instagram and type in like swapped, like it'll autofill plot twist because it's fucking insane. Like I was not ready for
Wow.
it to happen. And then it happens. I was like, oh shit, like that caught me off guard.
Whoa. Okay.
So that was a lot of fun. Really sweet movie. I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay.
You know,
Cool.
apparently you can make kids movies that are good.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Shocking.
Shocking, right? Okay, we can move on from surprising.
Okay.
We can now go to the movie that was exactly the way we thought it would be. I have a bunch for this one.
Great.
Oh, let's hear 'em.
Guy Ritchie's In the Gray.
Okay.
Yeah,
Look, man,
it's painful.
Guy Ritchie. I love the guy's work most of the time. The last 3 or 4 years have been interesting. He definitely has. There's a priority in these movies to make like, let's get the hottest people and make them look hot. I can appreciate that. I have eyes, and I love looking at these people. Yeah, Henry Cavill and Jake Gyllenhaal are very attractive men, and they look
Yes.
great in this movie.
Yeah.
The first like 35, 40 minutes of the movie, I it's like the entire. It's just like, here's our plan, and it's like Isa Gonzalez narrating the plan of exactly what they're gonna do, and then the last like 40 minutes is them executing it.
Oh my
But
god.
it's just how funny. Like they explain every little thing they do. It's like, I'm gonna explain to you what we're gonna do.
Oh no.
But that's everything that he like. I think I'm most just like, I want to know what Guy Ritchie thinks of his own work lately. Does he think all these movies are really good, or is it just kind of like, I need to
Work.
make a living, so I'm making exactly. I'm making this same brand of like crime, heist, whatever movies with the same people.
Obviously, I've not spoken to him, and I don't know if anyone will have the guts to ask him, but it feels the latter.
Yeah.
And that there's nothing about these movies that are surprising anymore. They kind of go in the exact direction you expect them to go. There's some fun performances from like Rosamund Pike in this, and that's it. You know, Jake Gyllenhaal gets to be a cool like bodyguard, badass guy at times, and it's just a movie that I think everyone kind of knows exactly what it is.
Right. Maybe
I
I'll
also
like
say,
it. I don't know.
Yeah, you might like it. I think most people are watching it are kind of walking out like, yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was going to be. So it's either going to work for you or it's not.
Okay.
I also put Remarkably Bright Creatures.
I put that.
Oh,
Look, I haven't read the book. People love the book, apparently. It's a big deal. I have no idea what the book was about. I'm assuming it's about the movie. But overall, I kind of like had an idea what it was about from the trailers.
it's about the movie.
Well, you know, it is the movie. And as I watched the movie, it was kind of exactly what I thought it was going to be. The twist is so telegraphed, which I don't know if that's intentional or not. I didn't hate it, mainly because Sally Field and Lewis Pullman are really exceptional together.
Yeah.
But I was not a fan of like the twist. I felt like that was a bit too much for me.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think?
I did read the book. I hated the book.
Yeah.
I've publicly admitted that I quit my book club because my book club
That's
picked
right.
this book,
I think
and I
that's
disliked
so
it.
funny.
I disliked
That's
it
right.
so much. I really just I didn't want to go and listen to all my book club people who were all like 50-plus-year-old women rave about it, and then I'm sitting in the corner like it was bad. So I was like, I'll just not go anymore.
This is a movie that makes me think like, I wonder how I feel about this when I turn 50 or 60.
Because there is like a almost endearing sentimentality to it. Like it's very engrossed in this specific like feeling of you're getting too old and everything is slipping through your fingers, and it's just
so much emphasis on like the relationship between the old and young. And I'm wondering maybe when I'm like 50 or 60, this will hit better.
Yeah, I think that's like a real possibility because I mean that's the demographic this book was the most popular with. So I think that's possible. I also like am endeared to it because it's set in the Pacific Northwest. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is so awesome. We don't get enough of those. But yeah, it's exactly what I expected it to be as well. It's fine. It was a sweet watch. I'm glad I watched it.
Do you know what the letterbox average for this movie is, by the way?
It's got to be like let me guess. Hang on.
4.
I'm going to guess a 3.6.
3.8.
8.
Wow. But people like it that much. And the Letterboxd is a
loving
young man's
it.
game.
People love it. I mean, Lewis Pullman is very charming.
Oh, he's so charming.
He's a great actor. Yeah.
There's a great scene where he sings a Radiohead song, like a cappella.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, I see why people really
Yeah.
like this right now. And like Sally Field's great. I also the whole octopus bit.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit about that at all.
Well, and that's why I disliked the book so much. Was I just was like, I don't like reading this through his perspective.
it was a weird thing.
I am like halfway through this movie right now. I did start
Okay.
it. Is the octopus Alec Baldwin?
It is Alfred Molina.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, it's Alfred Molina.
Man, I was like, this sounds
I
a lot
can
like
s-
Alec Baldwin.
I can see the confusion though.
I can see it. Yeah.
I didn't know it. I mean, it was one of those voices that you recognize, and then
Yeah.
like maybe you can't put your finger on it.
Right.
And I googled it. It's Molina.
Alfred
Yeah.
Molina. I was just watching him in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh my God.
In the very beginning scene.
Yeah.
Then he dies. Spoilers for Raiders of the Lost Ark. What'd you choose for this one?
I put Tuner.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for
Oh.
you to bring up Tuner because I feel like you were going
Am I the
to.
only one who saw it?
No, I saw it.
Oh yeah,
saw it
okay,
as
yeah. I
well.
thought you had seen it. Yeah, this is not in a derogatory way at all. It was like it looked like this sort of like 70s throwback like crime thriller. And that was exactly what it was. I thought it was a great time. Leo Woodall, I am like such a fan.
Okay,
I'm
we're on the same
such a
page of
fan.
Leo Woodall right now.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's
Okay.
great. He's like my version. Remember we were talking about The Mummy and everyone really loved the guy who plays the dad in that movie?
The
Lee
Mummy.
Cronin's The Mummy.
Oh,
Jack
Drainer,
Rayner, yeah.
a power ballad fame.
Yes.
Yes.
And Midsommar
Leo
fame.
Woodall
And I
is
guess
my
Midsommar.
Jack Rayner.
Oh,
'Cause I don't like Jack Rayner.
Oh.
I think
That's
maybe
a
I just wanted to say that.
comparison.
That's such a specific
Oh, yeah, I think
sort
you,
of.
I think you just want to point out you don't know a big fan of
Well, I
Jack.
think
Okay,
they look
okay.
alike. But they're both kind of like up and coming. Like I feel like they've had a similar set of
They've-
projects.
They both kind of have square face.
I think Leo
shapes.
Woodall
Yes,
looks like
they're blonde.
hot Shrek when Shrek turns into a human.
Yeah,
Whoa.
they do kind of look like that.
Yeah, they do.
So if
Oh
anything,
my
Leo
god,
Woodall looks
live
more
action
like
Shrek, Leo Woodall.
Dacre Montgomery. They kind of look the same.
Mm,
Both have
Oh.
like big doe eyes.
mhm.
Yeah.
They're both beautiful.
They are.
Leo Woodall, I am on the hype train for,
Me
by
too.
the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a really good point to make, though. Tuner, I also walked in thinking people are telling me it's like a really solid heist movie, kind of 70s throwback from everything I've read and talked to people about. And yeah, it was that.
And it was.
good in a complimentary way. In
Yeah.
that it's
Yes.
a really, really fun watch, an exciting watch. I like the ending a lot. I think people would be surprised by how much they enjoy Tuner.
I think so
Yay.
too. What did surprise me about the film was that my whole theater was so old. Like
Oh.
65 at the youngest.
You know why?
And I think it's because of Dustin Hoffman, which
That's
is
exactly
so
why.
interesting because when I saw the
Mm.
like I barely even knew he was in the movie because he's not the lead. He like
Okay.
Leo Woodall is like his apprentice, his
Yeah.
piano tuning apprentice. So he's in it mostly like in the first act, and then he's kind of in it sporadically throughout the rest of the film. But man, like it's so funny, like, you know, we're talking about Gen Z and how they're gonna show up for these like YouTubers, and I'm like, damn, like the older folks just knew that Dustin Hoffman was in a movie and they
Yeah.
were coming out in droves.
And the trailer does a good job, like showing Dustin Hoffman almost immediately.
They do,
so
right.
There's a
It
reason
does
why
do
I
that.
think, like, yeah,
He
they
has
showed
a
up
lot
for
of
that.
power. Dustin Hoffman was at, I think it was South by, and I saw him, and man, people were like crazy, like going crazy trying to get near
Mm.
him. He is still, yeah, he has a lot of star power.
does.
But yeah, Tuner, I thought Havana Rose Liu was really good in it too. She's so beautiful.
She's,
She's
everywhere
stunning.
right now, I
She
feel like.
is,
Yeah,
yeah.
because she's also in Her Private Hell.
She's in her
Yeah.
private hell. She's in this. She was in something else just recently.
Really?
I can't remember what else she was.
I
just
know
in.
what you're
I saw her in
talking
something.
about. Is she in Power Ballad?
She is a power ballad.
Yeah, she's
a
yeah.
power
That's so funny because
ballad.
she also is like the girlfriend in Power Ballad, which is a musical movie.
Yeah,
Tuner is, you know, he's a piano player who he's like retired because he has like an ear.
She's barely in Power
Thing.
Ballad, but she is in Power Ballad.
She is in Power Ballad.
Yes, good for her. I think she's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, and Tuner, like the ending scene of Tuner is like really rocks.
Ooh.
She's going to be in
It's
Elden
fun.
Ring. She was in Oh What Fun, the holiday movie with
Oh.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh,
we
Jesus
saw.
wow.
Christ, that's right.
She was in Lurker. She was in Afraid. Yeah, and she's in some television as well
Yeah.
going on.
Mhm.
Bottoms.
And
Yeah.
crazy little filmography. Good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all
good movie,
right.
Tuner.
Shout out Tuner. Love Tuner. Okay, we can move on to a movie you wish more people would watch. I have on here Is God Is.
Yep.
Same.
I Love Boosters.
Yep.
hmm
That's it.
Oh, I also had Hokum.
Oh, me too.
Oh, yeah. Hokum too.
Yeah.
Hokum as well.
Those
you
are my
Yeah.
3.
You want to add any, Sid?
I thought about putting Tuner, but then I was like, I feel like Tuner will be fine.
I think
feel
Tuner would be
people
fun.
like movies like Tuner.
Okay.
I almost put the movie Pressure.
Oh, I think that's a
That's
fun
the
show.
World War
I-
II one.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout it out.
It's more of a fitting for like it's exactly what you think it is.
Yeah.
The World War II weather movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much more dialogue heavy, which is why I liked it. But I think some people might find that too slow.
Mm.
But it's good. You know, Andrew Scott is a good actor. I think
I
sometimes
heard
we
he's
forget
great
that.
in it.
I've
Yeah.
heard, really good
He's
things.
really good in it.
Did you see Nuremberg?
No, I miss Nuremberg.
Okay, I wonder. I've seen some like comparisons between the two, and it sounds like
Okay.
this one is better.
Yeah, I don't know much about Nuremberg, but yeah, I would say Pressure was solid. I think if you're interested in that type of history, World War II history, and you're okay with more of an emphasis on kind of the conversational aspect, then Pressure might be up your alley.
Cool.
All right. A movie you missed that you want to watch soon that came out in May. Sid, what do you have there?
Sheep Detectives all the way. I'm
Sheep
like, I
Detectives all the
need to
way.
watch Sheep
I
Detectives.
can't wait for you to watch it.
Yeah. I'm
Claira, do
excited.
you have anything?
I have 3.
Okay.
I have Tuner. I really want to see Tuner. I have Deep Water on here.
I heard the
Oh,
first half of Deep Water is really good.
yes.
But the first half is the scary part that I don't want to watch.
Oh,
it's the part I
why
don't
is
wanna
it
watch.
disaster?
Yeah.
The first half is
I
like a
didn't know
plane
that.
crash. The second
plane.
half
Oh,
is
it's
the
a
plane in the water.
That's right.
And then there's sharks.
There's sharks. Yeah.
And so I'm compelled to watch it because I love shark movies. But I have to face my fear of watching a plane crash before.
and I've heard the plane crash aspect's like really intense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I've heard
That's what I've been
too.
told.
That's why I didn't go see
So
it.
I probably won't go watch it because of my fear of planes.
Oh,
But
that's right. You guys intersect there.
We
Yeah.
do intersect there. It's nice.
so if you
Yeah.
have seen Deep Water, let us know if you are giving it your endorsement or not.
It's our
Yeah.
boy Rennie Harlan.
Rennie Harlan, man.
What a guy. What a man.
Hey, when you recognize you're good at one thing, keep doing it, right?
Yeah.
And then my third, it was one of my most anticipated for May. It's the film Forge, which is that Kelly Marie Tran movie where she is playing
Oh.
like an FBI agent investigating art forgery.
Oh, that's right.
And
yeah.
I've been dying to see it, and the timing ended up being very unfortunate where it had its limited run in LA while we were in Cannes, and by the time I got back, it had gotten pulled out of
gone.
theaters.
Right.
I think it might be coming back in the next week or so, so I'm gonna try again, hopefully, to see it because I really want to see this. It looks really cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Good shout.
Sid, anything you missed you want to watch?
I said Sheep Detectives.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
you
yeah.
said Sheep Detectives.
Yeah.
What about you?
I
I mean, you're
Animal
a lot
Farm?
better. Oh, do you want to watch Animal
No.
Farm?
I
Out of
am
morbid
morbidly curious.
curiosity.
We almost went and saw Animal
I
Farm.
almost
Dude,
went and
everyone
saw
is
it.
in that movie.
Everyone's in it. It has a 1.7 average on
Jesus
Letterboxd right now. I'm curious. I don't actually want to go seek it out though.
Okay.
I didn't see Saccharin.
That's
Oh.
another big miss for
It's a
me.
horror movie. It has like middling reviews from our peers, but
Yeah.
I'm interested in watching it.
I am too. I would add that to my list.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Not the breadwinner. Sorry, breadwinner.
Oh,
Darn.
you never ended up seeing it.
I didn't see it. I know, fake fan.
Boycott
What? I don't
fan
know.
is
I'm not a fan of either of those things. I again, that's another one I have a morbid curiosity about. But
Yeah.
from what I've heard, no one really saw it.
Yeah.
And 2, it's not very good. Mm-hmm. Shocking. I know.
What a surprise.
Big surprise. I don't know if this will fit in any category. It probably fit maybe in. It's exactly what I thought it was. Mortal Kombat 2, by the way, it's fine. Better than the previous Mortal Kombat, but still, I feel like these movies, I don't know what it is. It's just something about them I don't find interesting anymore. But yet, I find Street Fighter exciting. Like, I'm excited about Street Fighter.
You have been bringing
Yeah.
up Street Fighter quite a bit.
I think because Street Fighter looks like it's more zany, like it looks like it's leaning into what makes those games fun. And Mortal Kombat might be too self-serious at times. Like obviously it's funny with Johnny Cage, but I don't know if I feel like it's taking itself too seriously at times. I don't know. I could be wrong. People liked it for what it was. There's a lot of movies that we saw in May that were just fine, and people were like, "What? It was so fun." And I'm thinking to myself, that's cool. None of these movies will ever make my top 15, top 20 of the year. I'll never think about these movies ever again. And it's cool that if you like them, I'm glad people are enjoying Mortal Kombat 2 and In the Gray. But in the grand scheme of movies this year, these are peanuts.
Yeah. But we also watch way more movies a year.
Yeah.
But I want people to
exactly.
be encouraged to watch
I know,
more. Like,
yeah.
I want them. I want people to see what we're talking about. Like, oh, if they're not, if Mortal Kombat 2 is not in their top 10 of the year,
What is?
what is?
Yeah.
And I want that to be like something more inspirational rather than something more damning. Or
I know. It's like people interpret that as very combative.
yeah,
in a way
I'm not
it
trying to
shouldn't be.
shame you, but I want you to be like, oh, why not? Maybe I will watch the 10 of your favorite of the year.
Yeah.
Anyways, you don't have to either. By the way,
No, that's fine too.
do what you want. Okay, we can move on from that. MVP of the month.
Okay.
Who do you have for MVP, Sid?
I put Gen Z.
Oh, I have something on the same line.
That's sweet. I like that.
I did also put specifically Kane Parsons just because I feel like I've had so much fun like watching him in interviews, and he's just got like a good head on his shoulders, man. And I feel like, he's speaking out about AI, which is really incredible. But yeah, just Gen Z for like showing up and supporting their people and supporting all these YouTubers. We were even just talking too about the amazing digital circus. That's what it's called, right? The amazing digital circus.
Yeah.
Is doing so well at the box office, which is also like YouTuber pipeline situation. It's crazy how much money these movies are making, and I think it's a cool moment.
Yeah, it's very encouraging.
My MVP is Curry Barker, Kane Parsons, and Gen Z
Nice.
as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's important to highlight because my LVP is the exact opposite
Oh.
in that loser, or it's not loser, it's least valuable player of the month. But in my head, it's loser valuable player, I guess. Least valuable player of May, I put boomers, Gen Xers, and in the endorsement of AI.
Yeah.
Specifically when they're not just like the generations are losers and least valuable, but basically Scorsese, Soderbergh, just like the string of directors that have been so influential on so many people, especially us. Straight up saying, yeah, we're going to work with AI now has been so exceptionally disappointing. And it's almost left me speechless in a way. The Scorsese news especially has been so...
That was bad. That wasn't even like the sideways, like, oh, it can, in some ways it can be a tool.
Yeah.
Like he's like fully... Did anything else come in? Or is that just me coping that there was something that sort of like...
Explain why he's doing
the
it.
blow.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything. I saw the commercial he did with the AI company, and it's just like, what? Peepaw, go to bed, man.
Yeah.
We need Francesca
jarring.
telling him it's like not gonna go over
That's
well
like
for
what-
him.
I'm shocked she hasn't had a more presence in that.
I think sometimes the silence is also equally as telling, probably.
Yeah, it's
probably.
fair.
So, anyways, yeah, my least valuable player of May goes to all the boomer Gen Xer directors endorsing it, AI.
Nice.
But it's really cool, at least. The only silver lining I'm seeing here is that at least on the flip side of the coin, we have Kane Parsons and young people saying, fuck AI, we're not going to be using it. Like the fact that Kane Parsons is so vocal about being anti-generative AI has been really cool to see. So like that's
Right.
the one silver lining is that as Gen X and boomer directors start to sunset, at least the young audience and the young directors and young artists out there are kind of anti-AI.
It's kind of
Mm.
backwards, right? You think that the young people would be the ones embracing technology,
Yeah.
and in some way, all the like crypto bros and whatever, like those people exist.
Yeah, obviously it's
But-
not like I'm not saying every Gen X and every boomer is endorsing it. Not every Gen Z is anti it. Obviously there's going to be
Right.
a mishmash, but
There's a trend with artists.
there is a trend,
specifically, yeah.
a huge trend, And then when someone like Scorsese, who's such a titan in the industry, is willing to say, I'm going to use it for my storyboards, that's just one domino. Once he falls, everyone else around him is going to be so much more willing to fall.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what's really disappointing about it all.
Yep.
Anyways, yes, I agree with your MVP. Do you have anyone else, Sid?
I also put John Travolta's cunty little director beret.
And the best part about that, it was great on its own, but the explanation that has come with it is my favorite thing in the world. Where
Yeah.
he's talking about how he's like, well, I was getting ready to do this, and I looked up pictures of previous famous directors, and they always wore a beret, and I'm an actor, and I really want to be a good director. And so he's like cosplaying a little bit, and I find that really endearing.
Yeah,
I saw
just
it
for
in
the job
person.
you want.
You saw
You
it in
did?
person.
I was in Cannes. I was going to the restroom in the press lounge area, and there was like a blockade. Like a bunch of security was like, "You can't go past here." And I was like, "I just gotta go to the bathroom." And they're like, in French, "You must wait," kind of thing.
Okay, good.
And then I realized why. It was because they were ushering John Travolta into the elevator.
Wow.
And there people were like, John, John, John. And I was like, oh, there's John in his little hat. He was wearing the black one, though, not the white
Okay.
one.
Yeah, he had a whole arsenal of berets.
Yeah, he had a
that
bunch of
was
different ones.
Sporting.
Yeah.
I love that. I know, in
Great
some ways,
MVP.
he's a controversial figure. I fear that it's just so adorable.
Great
It
hat.
is.
Great
What
hat.
And
he's
you want to
doing.
know who just did a spoof of it and that made me really happy?
Who?
The Minions.
Oh,
The Minions
Really?
they released a picture of one of the Minions from the new movie, and he's a director, and so they put him in a parade.
That's amazing.
I was like, that's so
Aw.
awesome.
They did the backrooms too.
They did,
Yeah.
and I didn't like that. I want that on the record right
No,
now.
why?
Why?
They are in danger in there, and I
No.
don't want them to be in danger.
They're
I don't.
danger in
I
all their
think they're
movies.
pretty
They're
invincible.
perfectly fine. Yeah, they're invincible figures.
Yeah.
I think
they'd
in
make
every
something
other
funny
space they
happen.
are.
Liminal
Yeah, it
liminal
was-
spaces.
Yeah.
Those guys
I
have
get it.
really
They'd
grown on
see-
me.
Dude, they're
Truly,
so funny.
It really is like the older I get, I'm like aging is falling in love with the Minions in a
Yeah.
non-ironic way.
I just
they are
need
my
that
friends.
earnestness
They're the
in my life.
chaplains of our era.
They kind of are.
That's a crazy thing to say. It's right though.
You're right. You're completely correct.
I can just imagine them in the back rooms, like they run out of, they run into Pirate Clark and they're like, oh, and they turn around and just like
Yes, they do
scurry
their- they go,
away.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
see, I'm worried for them. I hope they're okay.
Who's your MVP, Clara?
I have a few. I said Boots Riley for promoting.
Good one.
Yeah,
I
good
love
one.
boosters so like diligently and passionately. Like, and I think it's interesting because there's some people who like will go online now and be like, oh, it's so annoying that he's doing that. But it's like,
Huh?
I'm like, he's made
It's
a
fine.
film and it's amazing and he's proud of it and he wants
Yeah,
people to see it.
not
And I
the
think it's
victim blaming.
cool. No, and I think it speaks to a bigger thing of just like it's cool to be proud of the work you do. And so it's like I'm glad he's doing it and I really hope it's paying off. I think it is, honestly.
I hope
Like,
so. And
people
Bruce
are hearing
Riley's
about
smart
it.
enough to recognize that, like, if this movie doesn't well, that could not only affect him as a filmmaker, but
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, as a black artist in this industry, could also affect like the future projects of other black directors and black artists.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I think like he has the mindset of like, if this does well, I could positively affect kind of the other people who are trying to make movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's been interesting because he has like kind of spoken back out against the people who are like saying he's being annoying to be like, well, but if I just let the marketing do its thing on its own, stuff typically that has my name attached to it gets a little bit like shadow banned, specifically because he's a communist and like he's speaking very like openly about certain topics. So he's like, so I kind of have to come in and do some extra work here. And I was
Yeah.
like, man,
And,
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the general public and Boots Riley's I Love Boosters has been interesting.
yeah.
I'm getting a mix of like some people are loving it, but then more casual people who are like, I've never seen a Boots Riley movie are going in and like, what the fuck?
They're
just
saying
happened?
this
Yeah.
is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life, which is like, you know what? It's not for everyone, and I understand
All
that.
press is good press sometimes, though.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, truly. But so that was one.
Good one.
I also said Alicia Harris, who is the director of Is God Is. I said she's an MVP of the month because she adapted her own stage play very successfully, and I think that's no small feat, and I think it's really impressive. And I'm really excited to see what the rest of her career looks like because she's working on another movie, a TV show, and another play right now. It sounds like.
Wow.
So it's like
Very cool.
She's talented.
Busy.
It's
Busy,
similar
and I
to
think that's
that
cool.
just happened with Forbidden Fruits. At least
Yes,
in that
the-
she wrote this co-wrote the screenplay.
yes,
for that?
the stage play was co-written by the writer for the play, which is
Cool.
cool. Yeah.
Anyone else?
Seth Rogen and GDT for being very anti-AI at Cannes in seemingly response to people like Demi Moore being at Cannes and praising it.
Dude.
I know. Also, shout out to Park Chan Wook for the funniest stank face. when
Chloe
Demi Moore
Zhao
said.
too was like,
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
like, "Ugh."
LVPs, I put everyone, my other one, everyone complaining about YouTubers becoming filmmakers.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Move on, guys. This
Yeah.
is the era we're
all
living
the
in.
old men yelling at Cloud.
Truly.
Truly.
Yeah. Sid, what do you got?
I put the same. I put Martin Scorsese and also just generative AI generally. I don't know if you guys also saw. I don't want to say anything definitive about this because I'm just like, what's going on? But the Stop That Train discourse, where like
yeah.
Yeah.
people were saying there was generative AI, then the director came out and said there wasn't, but then I think people are now saying that the director is lying. And I just think it's important on both sides to not just like believe everything that you hear online immediately just because someone says it with a sense of authority. Like,
Yeah.
I think people were like, claiming it had AI. There was some like letterboxd review that got posted, and so people just took it as fact. And the director, I think, used very particular language that people thought could be claiming. They were like, none of these images were like conceived by generative AI. And people are like, well, what does that mean? And what's the truth? So just like be vigilant and don't believe everything you see online.
Yes.
It's a tough space to be in, especially because like, yeah, if someone says that's AI and then the artist says it's not AI, then you're in a weird like, okay, what do I do here?
Yeah.
And the movie's not out yet, so no one's actually seen. Like, I mean, obviously some people have seen it at the premiere.
Yeah, it premiered at New Fest.
But until it's out more generally and more people can get eyes on it, then there could be more of like an empirical evidence that way. We can look at the credits as well, see who's credited with, you know, some of the animation or CGI or whatever. But yeah, that's a tough one. If it did use generative AI, it's a bummer.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It's happening on both sides. I mean, there have been tons of instances where people say something is AI and the artist is like, that's sad because it's not.
It's not
and
AI.
that makes me sad that you thought
that's happened
that.
a lot too.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
happens a lot. That happened with I can't remember the specific movie, but there was a specific Criterion release a few months ago.
Oh
where
yeah, it was
the art,
Queerwell or
yes,
something.
it was like hyper stylized
Oh,
art, and then
okay.
people were like, "This is AI. This is clearly AI. Look how like shiny it is."
Yeah, yeah.
And then the artist was like, "No, that's literally
Or
just my artistic
uh,
style."
With Devil Wears Prada too.
Yeah,
Where there's that
Right.
scene where Meryl Streep has that like, or it's an image
The
online.
meme.
the
meme, and everyone's like, oh my God, they used generative AI, but it
Yeah.
turned out they hired an artist
Yeah.
to make it look like it is, but it was an artist who did it.
I think Obsession did that too, which is cool.
Oh, really?
Oh, for what?
They have a moment during the montage where like the two of them are like falling in love and they are looking at a picture on their phone. It's an AI generated picture of them hugging each other. And the caption is Nikki saying, I want to crawl into your skin.
Oh,
And it's like creepy, but they're like, oh, this is so sweet. But it looks like generative AI. But my understanding is they hired someone to
artist
do it.
got
Yeah.
it.
No, I hadn't heard that.
cool. Well, LVPs, Clara.
More of the same. I specifically wanted to, because this was a blow to me. Refn and Kojima made a generative AI short film.
They did, yeah.
And that hurt my heart and my spirit and my soul in a way I've not recovered from yet.
It's a bummer, man.
It's such a bummer. There was an article released today, though, where like the argument is being made, like Kojima said in an interview now, like, oh, I'm not actually interested in AI going forward. Like, I don't think it will achieve what people think it will. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, but like, why did you participate in it then?
Maybe
and I guess
we should make a new section called Gen AI Losers.
Yeah, I know.
And then we could just rattle out the people who have embraced
And every
generative
month.
AI.
yeah.
And then we can just save this section for other LVPs.
But it's such an easy answer.
This is such an easy answer. And I was like, all right, who has embraced generative AI now?
Yeah.
You know, that's the new LVP.
We're keeping a list.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can move on from that then.
Okay.
Most anticipated June release?
Oh, I have a few.
Let's hear 'em.
Disclosure Day.
Okay.
Girls Like Girls. I'm really excited for. I was telling you guys because like the Odyssey 70mm tickets like dropped and AMC like shut down and it was like a whole thing or whatever. And you guys like, did you get tickets? And I said, no, I don't participate in getting tickets early like that because I think it's silly and I don't like doing it.
Okay. You gotta watch that movie though early.
I'm gonna walk in the same day as you, no problem.
Okay.
It's
Bold.
That is
It's
true. Well,
truly
there and
the
people
reality.
return tickets all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't.
I had no trouble getting them, by the way.
That's good.
I don't know what people were like.
There
is
are
it-
some people
is it a
who
skill issue, or is it just because we're in LA and we have so many options?
that might be.
But
Maybe.
I mean,
bigger
like, I wasn't
theaters.
trying to go 70mm IMAX at the big theater in LA. Maybe
That's the
that's
difference.
why.
Yeah, I think that's the
But
difference.
that's been sold out for a year now, so I'm like, I wasn't even worried about it.
Yeah.
Had no issue at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Usually I don't participate. This is all to say though, I do have an early ticket to Girls Like Girls.
Okay, there you
I
go.
did book that in advance because I'm really excited. I'm really excited for John Early's movie's finally coming out, Maddie's Secret. It premiered at
Oh,
TIFF.
cool.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
I'm really excited to finally see that. And I'm really excited to see The Invite.
Good shouts.
Good ones.
I'll echo the invite.
Mm-hmm.
Toy Story 5. I am excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jackass Best and Last.
Oh, yeah.
And Disclosure Day.
Sweet.
Cool.
I will also say I've seen The Furious already. If
Mm-hmm.
you haven't seen it, you should go watch it.
Nice.
It's really, really great.
Oh, wait. And I am going to add, I've seen Leviticus already, but I'm really excited for that to come out.
comes
And
out
I hope
soon?
people really like it.
Cool.
Sid.
Disclosure Day is number one by a lot, but The Furious is like, I'm so excited to see The Furious. I hope that I love it. Girls Like Girls as well. And I also wanted to shout out that Couture comes out,
Oh yeah, it
I think
does.
limited this month.
Stop.
Can't
Finally.
wait for the 10 people to see that movie.
It's a good
And
movie.
it's Angelina Jolie. I saw it at TIFF, and I like, it was one of those movies where I came out and I was like, wow, that was so moving. Like, I loved that. And
Yeah,
then
it was
all
awesome.
the other reviews like did not like it, and I was like, oh, okay.
That's the funniest part. It's like, not only is it super limited, it's gonna be hard for people to watch it, but also you two are in the minority and liking
we
it.
are in the minority.
Yeah,
But it's
So,
okay. It's okay.
Hey, I mean, if it's around you, check it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting it coming out now because it's like we've had Devil Wears Prada 2 and I Love Boosters talking about the fashion industry, and this is also engrossed in that space
That's
as well.
true.
So it's
That's
like
true.
people are talking about it
Yeah,
right now.
we both liked it. I hope that people like it. It could also be, TIFF. I don't know if it's like, if TIFF was like the best place for it, maybe.
I agree
don't
with
know.
that.
Yeah.
hmm
So we'll see.
No death of Robin Hood excitement here.
I'm curious.
I'm curious.
Okay, I'm seeing that pretty soon.
Robin Hood
Oh, good.
curious. Yeah.
And I feel like, because we're already in June, Office Romance is already out, Power Ballad's already out.
Mm-hmm.
Girls Like Girls, excited for
Oh
that.
yeah, the invite I didn't say, but I am excited.
no,
for
no
that.
Supergirl excitement.
I mean, we'll watch it for
No.
work.
Yeah.
I will say this: they have showed this movie to the influencers,
Oh, they did?
and I've seen the influencers give it like a 3.5, which makes me like, oh, is it worse than that?
Uh-oh.
Now I could be wrong. Maybe they love it.
Yeah.
But it's a grain of salt type
Okay.
of deal.
I like
Okay.
Millie
Maybe it'll
Alcock.
be good.
Yeah, I
Love
do too.
Millie Alcock.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what it's based on is a really cool story.
It is,
Mhm.
yeah.
I don't know. I just want it to be if it's as good as Superman, I'm happy.
I like that.
I
would
love
agree.
Superman.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. That's June for everyone.
Okay.
Let us know your most anticipated favorite movie you watched in the month of May that was not released in the month of May.
Excluding Can.
Excluding Can.
Why are we skipping our dinner superlative?
Oh, we can do
Oh.
that one. Sure. What character from the month of May would you like to have dinner with?
All the sheep
All the
from
sheep?
Sheep Detectives.
Would you eat the sheep?
No, what?
Have you had lamb?
The fuck?
No, I've never had lamb. I don't want to eat a lamb.
Have you had lamb, Sid?
I love lamb.
Sorry, lamb.
That's none of my business. That's none of my
that
business.
winter lamb looking tasty.
No.
No, I would not do that. So just a sheep?
Oh.
Hugh Jackman can come too if he's alive still.
Okay. Well, he's not.
No Nicholas Galitzine.
Well,
He's like canonically dead in the movie.
I know, but maybe we have dinner before he dies.
Okay. So the
Okay.
first 10 minutes
His
of the movie.
last
Yeah. And I would have dinner with all the girls from I Love Boosters.
I said that too.
That would be fun. Yeah, yeah.
that would
I
be nice.
considered Is God Is, but I was like, I feel like they have issues.
Yeah.
They have a lot going on, and I
going
don't
there.
think they have time for dinner. But I
Yeah.
would sit down with them
Yeah,
eventually.
I'll
Yeah.
give them some space.
I would have dinner with Pirate Clark.
Really?
I
You
think Pirate Clark
would.
just we need to have a conversation. That's
I
all.
don't think
See,
he
I feel
can
like-
speak.
Well, not to you.
You're gonna start a
Oh.
dialogue.
I'm going to start a dialogue.
Dialogue.
I'm gonna
And
start.
that's a
it's gonna be
Masters of the
Pirate
Universe
Clark
reference.
It is,
and,
yes.
Andrew Scott's Weatherman
Okay.
from Pressure.
Nice.
And then throw in Isaac Gonzalez from In the Gray.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, from In the Gray. Okay, it's a
Just
date.
going to be a mishmash of everyone from different movies.
Love that.
We're all going to be very confused as well. We're there.
Perfect.
Okay, now we can move on.
Okay.
Favorite movie you watched in May that was not released in May?
Okay, excluding all Can releases.
Excluding the Cannes releases, yeah.
I did end up watching some movies that I really liked. I watched The Wailing, which I loved.
Oh, that's right.
Prepare
The
for-
Whaling's
yeah,
great.
Preparation for
seeing the
Hope.
new Na Hong Jin film. I did want to shout out Ella McKay because I did watch Ella McKay on the plane to Cannes.
Let's
plane back
go.
from
My
Cannes.
water when you
Let's
said that.
go. Let's go.
I thought it was charming. I stand
Okay.
Ella McKay.
She's the governor of her state.
She
Yeah, by
is the
accident.
youngest.
The youngest.
Yes,
Wow.
the youngest ever. And she wears a sex scarf. I got to see that, which was
Yeah.
exciting.
That was good.
Kubo and the Two Strings. I watched.
Oh,
Thought that was
first time
For
amazing.
the
watch?
first time.
First time watch.
Wow,
Yeah.
welcome to the
Yep,
club.
yep, yep.
It's a
Thank
great
you.
movie.
I watched Ida, the Polakowski film, also prep for Cannes. Thought that was fantastic. Shoplifters, I watched. Loved it.
Oh, the Correda.
Koreeda homework. Flow. I finally watched Flow. I thought it was great.
Aw.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I still
Oh, you
never
watched
seen
a lot of
Flow.
good
Wait,
shit.
yeah, what?
I know. I watched that on the plane too, and I watched Under the Skin, which I also loved.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
Awesome.
you went on a
Those are
tear
mine.
there.
You
Yeah.
did.
Claire, what do you got?
I only have 2,
Let's hear it.
Oh,
which is not normal for me. I finally watched Existenz for the first time ever.
That's
I saw it at
right.
Vidiots, which was
Cronenberg.
awesome with some friends. Man, that movie fucking rocks. I came out of that movie so hyper. I was like revved up. It was really
Wow.
good. And then my other shout is Joyce Chopra's Smooth Talk, which is one of Laura Dern's like earliest films she was in. Phenomenal movie. I can't get over how good it is. It's like ridiculous.
wow. Cool.
Good shouts.
Joe?
Now that you've seen Existence, now you know you can find the people who have not seen it because they call it Existence.
Well, and you did that exactly to me because I told you I got a ticket for it and I said that and you went, I can tell you've never seen the movie. Oh, God.
When you call it Existence, you're like, oh, you've never seen it.
Yeah.
It's not how you say that in the movie.
No, not at all.
For May, best movies I watched that was not Cannes related. Ooh, I finished Andor in May.
Yeah.
We should talk
Oh,
about it so
big
much.
one.
It feels like it was recently, but I watched Andor. Amazing, perfect, love it. I watched the documentary Predators,
Yeah.
Right.
which is about To Catch a Predator. I loved it a lot. I watched it because I saw the trailer for Prime Time or the teaser for Prime Time, and I was like, "That's a really cool teaser. I should watch Predators." I thought
Yeah.
Predators was really great,
It's great.
and that's it, man.
Wow.
Everything else is can watches, and then I watched some stuff in June already. I watched Mile and Kicks the other night.
I saw that
cool.
and I was very excited.
Liked
You watched it.
Liked it a decent amount, a good amount actually. Did not. I really wanted to like love it.
Yeah.
Did not
Oh.
get there though.
Did you watch I Like Movies?
No, I've not seen that either.
You should try that.
I might give that one a
liked
shot.
I almost liked I Like Movies more, but Mile and Kicks is also very like millennial.
Mm-hmm.
It is very millennial. I was reading reviews. I understand where people are coming from, and that like it's a hard watch because
It's hard.
not everyone's super likable in this movie.
Oh yeah,
so
because
it's like
everyone
hard
sucks
to like.
cinema.
Yeah, everyone does suck cinema, and like so I get it. But I liked it a lot.
Yay.
Other than that, though, June, we're still getting started in June. I watched
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe, the original one.
Oh, yeah. But you
Right.
didn't like that.
It wasn't very good.
Okay.
It is what it is. All right, we can move on from that. Predictions for for June 2026.
Yes.
I have 4 predictions.
Okay.
3 of them are in the same like realm of the same thing, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
Prediction 1. In the month of June, Toy Story 5 will be the first movie of 2026 to make $1 billion. We haven't hit that mark yet.
No, we haven't.
A few
That's
movies have been very
shocking.
close, but we have not hit it yet.
That's similar to
Wait,
one of
Michael
my
hasn't made
predictions.
$1 billion.
Not yet. Not
Mm-mm.
yet. It's close.
It
Is
is
it close? Isn't it in the
It is
900s?
close.
Let me check. Movie total.
I really
I
thought
feel like
that
it's in
was
the
like-
800s.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it is in the 800s.
What I'm seeing here is 897
Okay.
as of 2
Wow.
hours ago.
So we'll see. I don't know.
If you're in line
We'll
to
see.
see Michael, we need our prediction to be right.
I know, right? Exactly. But I think Toy Story 5 will be the first movie to make $1 billion.
Okay.
It's a fair prediction.
Prediction 2, Disclosure Day is going to massively flop.
Well, okay. What does that look like
Oh.
for you? What does that mean?
Yeah.
I don't have numbers.
Okay.
What is the budget on Disclosure Day? Does anyone know?
That's a great question.
I think
Let's
it's in like the
investigate.
120 to 150, maybe even 170. Between
I have
120 and
115 on
170.
Wiki.
I'm seeing
Oh,
115 as well.
Okay.
So I think it's going to make $200 million.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
But
You
even
think it's going to lose money?
it's going to lose money. I even think $200 million is being generous.
Whoa.
See,
Actually,
I would.
I'll lock in 161.
Joe.
Joe, that's silly.
I'm gonna lock it
So
in.
for like comparison, let's see. The movies that people are comparing this to in terms of like Spielberg films are War of the Worlds.
That is not a fair comparison at all.
No, it's not realistic.
Okay, well, War of
get
the
your head in
Worlds made.
clouds. Get that
I'm just
head
saying.
out
I'm
of
just
the
saying.
clouds.
War of the Worlds made 603 million.
With
Mhm.
different era, Tom Cruise
Um,
leading. There's no way it makes that much money. I would eat a real hat on the podcast if that happened.
Minority Report made 358, which I feel like Minority Report was like it like performed a little. It didn't have that as broad of
Okay.
an appeal.
Okay.
Close
You're getting lower.
Encounters,
Close Encounters.
which I don't think that made 306 million.
Yeah. If what? 19,
It's not like Spielberg films are always making like $1 billion.
79. When did that movie come out?
Was it 79? Yeah, I guess adjust for inflation.
77.
77.
I'm of two minds with this because I do think we shouldn't underestimate how this movie will do, but I do think it depends a lot on how the word of mouth is. And based on early reactions, it sounds like it's not as accessible as would be ideal for it to like blow up and make a bunch of money. But I am
Currently,
hearing the
from
set
what I'm
pieces
seeing
are
here,
incredible.
is that the film is looking to gross 40 to 50 million its opening weekend.
Okay.
Right.
Generously, the predictions are around 300 if it goes well, all said and done when the dust settles. Maybe maybe I'm being too cynical with 161.
You are being really cynical.
I think that's a little
think.
low.
Okay, I'll say 200 then.
A
Even.
clean 200.
But
Okay.
I think there's a really strong possibility where that doesn't happen. And I think we all
Whoa.
need to prepare for this possibility that one, no one cares that Spielberg's name's attached, and two, no one cares about the government alien movie anymore.
Wow.
Are
But
we
I mean, that's
coping?
like, it's also, you're relying on it doing poorly here domestically, but also like arguably it needs to do just as poorly internationally for that to be the case.
Yes.
true.
And I think that like when it comes to these like sci-fi movies, people want Project Hail Marys. They don't want disclosure days.
There is a shift in that direction. I would agree with that.
It's interesting. This almost reminds me of how like E.T. came out around the same time as The Thing, and like The Thing and Blade Runner both flopped, and people
Yeah.
loved E.T. because they wanted like the happy alien movie. And I do wonder if there's going to be a similar split here where Project Hail Mary, like everyone really liked this like feel good movie about wonder, which is something that Spielberg is so known for. But maybe if this movie is a little more dark and is a little bit more like, what are the implications of the government disclosing information to us? Maybe people just don't want that right now. I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm just going to say it's going to flop.
Okay.
That's the prediction. Prediction 3,
Yeah.
Toy Story 6 will be confirmed at some point this year.
Whoa.
Oh boy. Oh brother.
These get more bold as we go on.
Yeah, this is interesting.
But I think Toy Story 6 will be confirmed at some point.
They're already working on Toy Story 8.
It's possible. And my last prediction, spoiler for Masters of the Universe, the movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
She-Ra will be cast. And the person cast as She-Ra will be Sarah Pigeon.
Sarah Pigeon. Oh, that's a
new
great idea.
Casting prediction just dropped.
Oh my
That's
god,
my
I
prediction.
love
That
her.
actually makes a lot of sense.
Wait.
I think she fits the age range. She fits the kind of look they're looking for. She's kind of on the up and up with the recent JFK miniseries she just did.
Whoa.
I think that's who they cast, and I think that's what will end up happening.
That's galaxy brained.
That's like truly like big brain thinking.
If this happens, clock it. We have it for the
Clock
clip.
it.
Yeah,
The
clock
day
it.
is June 7th, 2026. I have made the prediction. Sarah Pigeon will play She-Ra.
Man, I'd love
still
that. That'd
wish
be
it
actually
was
really cool.
Lily Reinhart, but
I mean, it could be Lily Reinhart.
could be her
we have,
too.
We have no actual knowledge of who it is.
None.
oh yeah, no, there's no inkling of what direction they might
So
go.
it could go any way, but I'm just going to say
Or
it right now.
maybe she will never come to be.
No,
Or
no.
it's possible that
No,
that
no,
movie will never
no.
happen. But
She'll-
Sarah
it's
Pigeon's
gonna happen.
extremely talented, and I'm excited to see her more in movies. And I think she could be She-Ra.
I think so too. Wow, Joe, that's a great poll.
All right,
Wow,
your predictions,
good one.
Clara.
Okay. I think Supergirl will do just as well as Superman box office wise,
Wow.
which is a
Oh.
crazy and it will be
Okay.
wrong thing to say, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna believe in her
Okay.
because I
Need
love
to make
women.
$620 million.
Yes, and maybe it will.
That's really sweet.
I want to believe in her really
I
badly.
say it lands in the 350 area.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably more realistic. But we'll see. You never know. Because, yeah, I think people are interested, maybe.
Prediction 2?
I think so
My
too.
prediction number 2 is that Toy Story 5 will do better at the box office than Toy Story 4, which Toy Story 4 did 1.07 billion.
Okay,
And I
so
think
it
it
needs to
will.
do better than 1.07.
I think it will.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
people are excited for this movie, man.
People are excited about the movie.
I like the
It's-
technology angle.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. I think that's going to especially draw in younger families in a way
Yeah.
maybe we haven't seen yet. And I think that will be a big deal for them.
I agree.
Yeah.
True.
My third one is just silly. I think the Minions and Monsters promo is going to like really start to rev up now that we're getting closer to the release, and it's going to be so awesome and funny, and I'm going to have a great time looking at all of it.
Good
It's a
prediction.
great
Good
prediction.
Sid, predictions.
I only have 2, kind of similar. I said I think Disclosure Day will make between 3 and 400 million.
Okay.
That's
Maybe
so
specifically,
beautiful.
I'll say maybe the prediction we should be making is to follow up on our conversation is will Disclosure Day outgross Backrooms?
Right.
And is
That's
Backrooms
the-
that because has how will Backrooms outgross Obsession?
Wow, so many
Mm.
questions going on right now. See, Backrooms
do
total box
research.
office right now is sitting at 195.
Oh, wow. And Obsession
Whoa.
is 178.
So they're neck and neck. So
Okay.
will Disclosure Day outgross Backrooms, which will probably end closer to 200-ish?
That's my prediction. I think Disclosure Day will outgross Backrooms, and then further, I
yeah.
think it will land between 3 and 400 million.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm hope coring.
I will agree that Disclosure Day will outgross Backrooms.
I will agree. I'll add on though, and I'll say the critical response to Backrooms will be more positive than the critical response to Disclosure Day.
Ooh.
Wait, the critical response? You think like on like Rotten Tomatoes or
Yeah.
elsewhere?
What's the Backrooms critic score right now?
Actually, yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
I feel like it's 88. So you think this Disclosure Day will be lower than 88?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you Disclosure Day will end up like low 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great prediction because Backrooms is high and Disclosure Day. I mean, yeah, I keep hearing like it's a really weird movie. Like the script is a little wonky in some ways, but it's like interesting and the set pieces are good. So I'm just like,
Mhm.
I have heard the like more like influencer type people who have seen it so far have not loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And I
a good
think
sign.
That is a good
no.
sign.
Well, it's a good sign for us. It's not a good
Yeah.
sign for the box office.
Oh, for the box
Yeah.
office. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. For us,
Yes.
I mean. Like
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Like personally, I'm like, oh, that's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Personally,
I think
we're
that's
like,
probably
yay.
challenging and interesting, but yeah. Dude, like I don't want to accept this.
I know you don't. I could tell. You
It's a
seem
bad
very, very
feeling.
conflicted. All right. What's your second prediction?
I just said I think Supergirl will flop.
No.
Wow.
But girls are excited about Supergirl. Maybe.
Girl,
Are they?
I don't know.
Are they? I don't
don't
know
know.
if that's true actually. And I think like Craig Gillespie
Sid?
doesn't have a lot of pull as
You're
a
a girl?
director.
You're a
I-
girl,
that's
Sid.
so
Are you
true. I'm a girl.
excited?
I'm excited to see Millie Alcock as Supergirl. I think the conception of the character is fun. I'm not
Well, that's
excited
such a-
for James Gunn's DCU.
Mm.
Has a public turn on James Gunn's DCU? I feel like when Gunn took over the DCU,
People were excited.
people were like, "Yeah,
except for the
finally."
Snyder heads.
Well, Snyder heads weren't happy about it, but people were like, "Yes, fresh new start. Scrap the Snyderverse. Let's do it from the get go and this new clean slate."
Yeah.
And now we're like 2 years into it. I'm like, I don't know, where are people sitting with this now?
It's hard, but I feel like part of that is it's tricky when like there's still only one movie to
Right.
look at for this. Like a lot of this is all speculative at this point.
Yeah,
I
that's a
think
good point.
Supergirl in that way is going to be the make or break point for a lot of people because at least like for me, I'm like, okay, so it's this new start to this universe, and to me, Superman was just like another comic book movie. Like I didn't
Yeah,
really think
you
it
weren't
was
a
like
huge
anything.
fan.
It felt like a James Gunn movie.
Yeah.
And so Supergirl, I'm curious about, because the whole thing that was supposed to be exciting was James Gunn was going to like bring in these different directors, and all the movies are going to have like different feels and styles, and come away from these sort of like tired tropes. That's not the vibe I'm getting from the Supergirl trailer. And so I'm wondering if the movie will be very gunnified, if it will feel just like muddy and like visually, and just not, and have all these, Jason Momoa is whatever his name is, and what's his name?
Lobo.
Lobo. As
Okay.
Lobo. Will it just all feel the same? And then I'm like, okay, well, you made everyone excited for this fresh new universe, and it's basically just the MCU.
Yeah, we've had this conversation recently about this new Supergirl movie will be kind of the ultimate. Will it be a Gillespie movie, or will it be a just James Gunn movie?
Right.
I haven't seen it. From the trailers, I don't see like this identifying voice of Craig Gillespie in the trailer. I see a James Gunn movie. And if that's what this movie ends up being, I like James Gunn's work, so I'll probably enjoy it. But if every DCU movie that comes out is just like James Gunn-ified,
But we know that's not the case, no, because Clayface is coming out, and that's like a totally different vibe,
Well, so
isn't it?
that's what they say.
Okay.
Exactly.
what
Well,
they
yes.
allege.
Okay,
Clayface,
okay.
I think, will be
That will be the
way
actual
more
that's-
extreme of a shift.
Yeah, I feel like that's almost more appropriate to look at as like an indicator, because like in a lot of ways, Supergirl is just like a continuation of Superman.
I mean, yeah, Clark's in the
Right.
trailer,
Yeah,
and
so-
who knows how much is in the movie.
Right. So in that way, like I think it would make sense for those to feel more similar aesthetically and vibe wise, because they are so
that's
tied together.
fine. If if Supergirl is gonna be the same, is Green Lantern gonna be the same thing as Superman? And
Right.
Lantern's
I
a show.
think when the tone is lighter, I just think James Gunn can't like stop making Guardians of the Galaxy.
and
And
clearly he hasn't stopped.
yeah, and I'm just I don't not like it, but when it feels the same in so many ways over and over, just like, all right, like I'm kind of over this.
Mm.
People are not
I'm
gonna,
in the same
like-
boat.
I know a lot of people feel differently, so sorry, but
No, I'm in the same
No.
boat. I mean, there are some people who can acknowledge, yeah, I like that James Gunn. I mean, they should be able to acknowledge that they like that James Gunn does the same thing. Like, if you're
Yeah.
a fan of what he's done with Guardians and Suicide Squad and now Superman,
Yeah.
and if Supergirl continues that tonally, then you'll probably end up enjoying it, and that's fine.
Absolutely.
People are going to eat that up and going to like it. Personally, for me as well, I would hate if everything that came out in the DCU was the same thing, though.
yeah.
Clayface will be the ultimate test of like,
Yeah.
where are we going with this franchise? Because if it ends up being, yes, we're going to lean into the horror and the thriller aspect and the body horror, then great. I mean, it doesn't have to be void of comedy, but obviously it just can't have that same tone.
Do you guys
Right.
think if Supergirl flops, that will have any impact on Clayface, since they are like in theory totally different genres in general?
I hope not.
Yeah.
You mean like performance or
Yeah, I
production?
No performance, no production. I don't know how.
Yeah, no, not in that way. Just like in a more like people go to Supergirl, they're disappointed, and so then they just kind of write off Clayface entirely.
Right. Well, people want to go see it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I would think not, since Clayface is a horror movie first.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it will affect it too much.
people are excited for that, I think. Yeah.
Do you think it's tapping into like just the general horror fans at all, or do you think the superhero thing is a detractor for them?
I think it's tapping into Batman fans.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the other thing
Yeah.
about this whole debacle of the DCU right now. It's like they're working without their other main guy.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Reeves is there. You're like, I don't want them.
Yeah, Reeves doesn't
meeting.
want that universe to collide with the Gunn universe. I
Which-
wouldn't want that either.
No, they're so different tonally. I don't know how you would put them together, honestly.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Like they're operating with Superman and Supergirl. They're making a Lantern show, and they're doing Clayface. It's like, okay, well, we're missing a pretty big piece of this puzzle here, and I think people are kind of wondering what's going to happen with that because
Yeah.
allegedly Muschietti is working on Batman,
Yeah,
Brave and the Bold.
Really?
supposedly.
Allegedly,
After the Flash? What's up with Wonder Woman? Where's she?
Oh yeah, who knows? I don't fucking
Gal
know.
Gadot is like throwing a fit behind closed doors.
Well, she's gone. She was part of the
Yeah.
Snyderverse, so she
Yeah.
won't show
yeah,
up
I
ever
want
again.
Wonder
Thank God.
Woman.
I do too.
There was that rumor that Isaac Gonzalez was going to be her, but
that
she's
would've been
been
cool.
or
Yeah, cool.
Arjun Arjona, one of them.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was Arjona.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? I don't know. Where did this conversation stem from?
I
Said
said
saying
Supergirl
Supergirl's
will
gonna flop.
I don't think it'll flop. I just think maybe not flop in the way that's like, oh my God, I can't believe it made no money.
Mhm.
It just may not make the double the money it needs to make.
Yeah,
Right.
it'll. Come
I think
and
in
go.
the 300s is maybe a good prediction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, those are the predictions. And that is the end of the May recap. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Let us know your answers to all our superlatives, your favorite, most disappointing, all that stuff in the comments. Obviously, for the Q&A, we always ask the same question for all our recaps. And that is very simply, what was your favorite watch of May? That was the first time for you. New or old? It could be new to you in the 2026. Could be an old movie. Whatever you want, let us know what was your favorite watch of May 2026. And before we conclude, we have last week's Q&A, which we did about back rooms, where we asked you very simply, what was your favorite A24 horror movie? Tons of answers. I don't even have the answers in front of me right now because I'm pulling them up.
Awesome.
Okay, here we go. Now I have the answers for reals. Is there a clear winner? Yep, there is a very clear winner here. You can
Yep.
probably guess which one it is. Let's start. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Sid, start us off today.
Let's see. Sorry. Isaac Chow says Hereditary and I Saw the TV Glow.
Yay.
Good choices.
Good
choices.
picks.
Let's see. Lorcan's Talking said favorite A24 has to go to The Lighthouse, the best of Pattinson, the best of Defoe, an incredibly vital film in my exploration of cinema that came out during my formative years. Wow.
Oh, me too.
That's so beautiful,
kinda.
Lorcan.
Yeah, that's
Good one.
awesome. Let's see. Ali Hooper says, I saw this movie in a sold out theater. This movie is in Backrooms. This movie in a sold out theater. And when y'all were talking about the entire theater, when y'all were talking about the scariest moments, I remembered my theater's reaction to the Christmas tree room. The entire theater went, oh, when he closed the door and we only had that red lighting, even before we realized there were other people in the room. That being said, my favorite A24 horror is Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I
Oh,
love
cool
how
pick.
characters' paranoia is the monster of the movie. That's a nice way to put
Fun.
that.
Wow, that's fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's really hard to have a podcast. Go ahead, Sid.
Packmore says, first movie that popped in my head when I thought of favorite A24 horror was Lamb. The ending completely made that movie.
Oh,
I haven't seen
that's
it.
a choice. The ending's the most interesting part of the movie. Okay.
Okay.
Cool pick. Carly Kaufman said, I'm not saying it's my favorite, but am I the only one out here who doesn't hate men? I'm just a Garland truther, I guess.
Oh,
Whoa.
that is true Garland truthing.
It
That
is.
is. I was not a huge fan of that movie.
I wasn't
But
either. But
Carly,
there are parts of it I
support it.
like.
Yeah.
Support you, Carly.
Yeah. What's a G-Bert says favorite A24 horror film has to be Hereditary, but shout out to The Witch for the most memorable first date experience.
Oh my God.
Came out of the movie like
That's funny.
WTF.
That's so funny.
That's really
Was
funny.
there a second date?
I know, that's the real question.
The real question, was there a second date?
Jaded Canon N6R says, I think my favorite A24 horror movie is Heretic. I like the commentary on religion and how far you will go for your beliefs. I also just think it's really fun with some good twists. Great
I agree.
choice. Heretic
I
is lots
agree.
of fun.
It also has Hugh Grant doing a Jar Jar Binks impression,
Yes.
which is
Which is
enough for
great.
me.
That was crazy.
Dylan Cooper said, for favorite A24 horror movie, I'm going to pick a more underrated pick, The Monster. The themes of domestic trauma is handled in such a different, tragic, and beautiful way. Such a shame the movie isn't loved by many people. For non-horror, it's 100% After Sun. Oh, okay. Thank you for that second one.
Cool.
Yeah, it's also a horror movie to some people. if
Some
we're being
people
honest.
did
Boy,
say
did a lot
that.
of boy did people say that.
Yeah.
The Monster's a really cool movie. Yeah, I'm glad that got one shout out.
One?
We got one.
Oh.
shout
No, one shout out.
We got
Oh,
one
Dylan.
shout out.
It's champion.
There you go.
Yeah, that was good. This one also got one shout out. Literally, Quinn Fabre says, my favorite movie directed by A24, and then in parentheses goes, my favorite director, is The Front Room with Brandy.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Not facetiously?
I don't know. I'm guessing facetiously when they're saying my A24 is my favorite director.
Yeah, 24
Wow, the
directed
poop
that one really
movie.
well.
The poop movie.
God, dude, there's so much poop in that movie.
Wow. Yeah, it was a lot. Matt Souls says definitely a bring her back stan. Usually not into movies that are straight up mean, but the catharsis at the end felt so rewarding. An unforgettable sequence involving cutting a cantaloupe. You're not alone. We found out recently from our rankings.
No. You two found out recently. I have been trying to tell you both for a
No,
very
I
long
knew.
time.
I know.
That
I
movie
knew.
has
I knew.
incredible amount of fan support.
When it came out, everyone loved it. I just didn't expect, I guess, the fervor to like last this long.
Yeah, people love that
People really
movie.
ride or die for that movie. Yeah,
They do.
They love when
support it.
people stab themselves with knives and do the same old silly things we see all the time.
Stop. Don't say that, though.
and you know what? Who's the lady in that?
Sally Hawkins?
Sally Hawkins.
Sally Hawkins.
She's
I was
good
going to
in
say
it.
Sally
Phenomenal.
Field. She was great in it.
Yeah, she's really good in it.
I will say that.
The Cheese Uprise. What an interesting name. I saw the TV Glow has got to be the answer for me. Watched it as part of a horror October movie marathon, and it simultaneously terrified me and made me bawl my eyes out. Particularly the birthday party scene. That scene will be forever etched into my mind.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be covering it
On the Patreon.
later this month on the Patreon.
I'm excited. Louis G28 says it's a tie between Climax and The Lighthouse, but for very different reasons. That's fair.
Those are good choices.
Shout out
Good
Climax.
Olives and falafel. That sounds yummy right now. Says 1,000%.
They're like together.
Olives and falafel. Yeah, and like
Is
a
that-
little like a
is that
salad. I'm
normally a
imagining
combination?
like a
I
salad,
think it is.
like a Greek salad.
Olives are gross, man.
Yeah, I don't like olives
Well, it depends
either.
which kind. You don't like
All of the
black
kinds.
olives?
Mm-mm.
Absolutely.
Dude, I used to just
Olive-
when I was a kid, just like a can of black olives is like a snack. Like
That's
yum 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 yum.
No.
Dude, they're so good.
Oh, I hate
Whoa.
black olives.
Sometimes I would
Whenever
even drink the
find one on
juice after.
accident. Don't you say that? That's disgusting. That's gross.
Sydney.
The Philippa brothers are gonna take that and put that in their next movie.
Oh my god.
That's so gross.
And cut myself with the can, the top of the can.
This is elevated
Have you guys
horror.
seen the Red Band trailer for Evil Dead Burned yet?
No.
No, actually I haven't.
It's pretty gnarly.
I'm excited. I want to watch it.
It looks cool, but like there's some things happening in that trailer. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, where are my
go,
olive
girl.
stands at? Okay, olives and falafel says 1,000% enemy with Jake, if that counts. Is that A24?
Yeah, it's
They were like-
A24.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a horror movie. Maybe that's what they mean by
Oh,
if it
okay.
counts.
Yeah.
The imagery and whole vibe is unsettling. If that doesn't count, I'll go Green Room. Poots and Yelchin can't be beat. Hey,
Yeah,
love
I
both those
love
choices.
Green Room.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Leaning Tower of Cheesehead. That's 2 usernames in a row with the cheese in the name.
Yeah, wow.
I know the most popular choice for best A24 horror movie will be Hereditary, and that's entirely valid. But for me, I think my favorite is actually Midsommar. I love the way that horror indoctrination of Danny is mostly shown off screen. That is such a unique way to deal with a cult horror film by acting like a cult and lulling the audience. I think it's brilliant. Yeah, I'm on board.
Cool.
Midsommar rocks.
I like
yeah.
that.
Parker Rydaleski 08 says totally Y2K. The break stuff needle drop was peak cinema.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, I wouldn't say peak. I hate
Oh.
my hot takes. I hate the word peak cinema.
Yeah, I
I
don't.
actually hate the word
Oh.
peak.
Oh, peak in general.
It just lost all sense of the meaning. There's no value to
Yeah.
that word anymore because people toss it around so often.
But I think you could say the same for like mid. Like that means nothing now.
Well, mid because mid is like
Mid is
at its
more
root,
like
it just
a
means
lyric.
like it's middling. You know?
Yeah.
When you say something's peak, you're implying it's like the best ever. It's
But
the
not
highest
everything
it could
can be the
possibly be.
best.
That's very
Yeah.
true.
Many things could be mid. Not everything should be peak.
Yeah,
When everything's peak, nothing's peak. That's the issue.
that's true.
When everything is peak, nothing is peak. So when
Put
people
that
are
on a
like,
shirt.
"Oh yeah,
That's true.
Masters of the Universe is peak," I'm like, "Really? We're gonna die on the hill that Masters of the Universe is peak?"
yeah.
Peak?
You guys are deluding yourselves.
That's the highest it could possibly go is the peak. And we're assigning that to Masters of the Universe?
Well, there can be lots of things at the peak.
But not everything should be at the peak.
Ooh.
It's true.
Again,
Tea.
if everything's peak, nothing's
You're
peak.
being so pretentious right now.
You really need to
a comment
check
you're gonna
yourself.
Don't clip this one. Don't clip it.
No,
Don't clip it.
wait.
I mean, Masters of the Universe is peak comedy, guys. Peak comedy.
Whatever you said was profound. Not many things can be mid, but not everything can be peak.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
pretty awesome.
Wow. Okay, Socrates.
Check your fortune cookie.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wait, is it my turn? I think it's Clara's turn.
Is it my turn?
I didn't read the peak
No,
comment.
Clara said peak. Yeah.
I
okay.
said peak.
That's your
Okay,
turn.
my
Steve.
Yes.
Austin said, now I haven't watched a lot of A24 movies, but of the 3 A24 horror films I've watched, Undertone was my favorite. This had me locked to the screen the whole time, and it had freaked me out for the rest of the night. The other I watched was Backrooms, and the others that I watched were Backrooms and I Saw the TV Glow. Okay, interesting. Undertone stan. I still haven't seen that.
That's awesome.
I need to watch it too.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan, but
No.
some people are.
Yeah.
A lot of people love that movie.
Absolutely.
Gamer B. Oh no, Gamber B. Gamber B. I don't know what Gamber means. Does that mean something? Is that why you guys are laughing?
Could be a name. I
No,
don't
I'm
know.
laughing because like it's just always fun when you get stuck on the username.
Gamber. Gamber B. My favorite A24 horror movie is one of my favorite movies ever, Midsummer. Everything about this movie from top down, I'm obsessed with, and I wish it got more attention. The world needs more Florence Pugh. Yeah, we all need more
Yeah.
Florence Pugh in movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Let's see. Spinning Badfish says, climax in green room. I don't know what that says about me, LMAO. Also the
Wow.
lighthouse and TV glow. Good little.
Sounds like
Okay.
chaos.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Martin Trudeau says The Vavitch is easily the best A24 horror movie.
Did they write Vavitch? Or they-
Yeah, a bunch of people wrote
Most
Vavitch.
people did.
Yeah, I love that. But big shout out to Under the Skin. Yeah, I just watched that.
Oh, yeah. I went through a
Very
phase of my
good.
life where I would intentionally call things by their phonetics, like spelling.
Yeah.
So instead of Dead Mouse, the
Oh,
band,
Deadmau5.
or the I call it Dead Mouse 5 for a long time.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was a bit I committed to for a long time.
That's a good
It's
bit.
funny.
Not the band, the DJ. That's what he is, right?
Yeah.
Is he a band? He's a DJ.
He's a DJ.
I don't know.
Okay. Carwin Davies. So my favorite A24 movie, you ask? Yeah, we did.
We did ask.
Actually, it goes, my favorite A24 horror movie, question mark? You ask? Question mark? I love this one already. Easily bodies. It can't be chaotic, fun, super tense at times, but also funny as question mark. Maybe as fuck. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Some of the lines I still quote on the daily. Your parents are upper middle class. Also, not to mention the bombshell of a cast. I agree.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Good one.
Carmen, thank you for that journey of a comment.
That was awesome.
Loved it.
Cody Guyver says, not listed under horror, but Under the Silver Lake has that one scene. ...
I haven't seen that movie so long. I don't know what you're
Ooh.
referring to at all.
I can't remember what you're referring to either, but live
I
your
don't know
truth.
either, but noir is always only a few steps from being horror.
We've all seen the movie
We've
you're
all
talking about.
seen it,
We
yeah.
have no idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
we all watched it a long time ago.
Go ahead, Sid.
Okay, Sasha Belyansky says, hey guys, staying true to the theme, my favorite A24 horror movie is Talk to Me. I found it so bizarre and enjoyable. It has one of the best montages in all of horror movie history, as well as an ending, which made me very satisfied.
Which
Ooh,
movie?
That's it. Talk to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, great montage.
montage is great.
montage.
Yeah, and they're saying
It's a
on
good take.
theme because we're talking about YouTube or to horror movies.
I
Oh,
see.
okay.
I
I,
see.
was like, yeah, that was.
see.
I could tell you
answered
got
the
stuck on
question.
that.
Cora Hafer said favorite A24 movie or A24 in general is Talk to Me. I don't think I'll ever forget the feeling of having leaving the theater after watching it for the first time, even though I didn't love Bring Her Back, but I love the Filippo brothers style of filmmaking. Something that stuck with me from this movie was the way they showed possession as something you could get addicted to like a drug. I'd never seen anything like
Yeah.
that, and I just loved it. We had
Yeah,
that
so
exact
true.
comment
We
said
did.
in our podcast when we talked
Yeah.
about it
We did do that.
just this past month in May.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Cora, if you want to hear more, we talked about it. But thank you. Great comment.
Okay, let's see. Robtical Illusion says It Comes at Night was apparently controversial, but shook me to my core. So scary. Good shout.
I like that movie.
I do too.
Controversial or just divisive?
Probably divisive is the more appropriate word,
Yeah,
but
I don't remember it being controversial. But
no.
yeah,
I think
people are very split on it.
maybe they mean more in it's controversial to like it
To
so
like
much.
it.
Oh yeah.
Like to say it's your favorite is kind of a controversial thing to say.
Don't worry, I'm there with you.
We
I like it.
understand. We like that
Cool.
movie.
Toby Mishler says, honestly, not the biggest fan of A24's horror catalog, but I'd probably go with Killing of a Sacred Deer. Barry has such a creepy aura to him. He needs to do more horror.
Mm.
Cool.
I agree.
It's a good movie.
Awesome.
Anna is awfully says, I'm a total wimp and almost never watch horror movies, but a few of my friends put on Hereditary while we're high and I was shitting my pants in terror. So probably that. Also, I've never been a big movie person and am only recently getting into film, but I've been going to theater on 50% off days. Oh, good.
Nice.
Specifically to watch movies y'all are discussing so I can keep up with the pod. Oh,
That's really sweet.
Thanks for the
Oh,
entertainment. I
thank
love listening to your
you.
convos. Well, that's so
Aw.
nice. Anna is awfully.
That's lovely.
Thanks for watching.
Yes,
Yeah.
utilize those Tuesday discounts.
Yeah.
A lot of theaters
Yeah.
do them. They're 50% off. Utilize matinees, by the way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're slower. They're cheaper. Highly recommend.
Yeah,
so that's very
definitely.
cool.
Very cool.
Movies are expensive, so save a buck when you can.
Yeah. Let's see. Samuel Garten says, I think most people prefer Pearl, but I think X is a perfect
Oh, I was
ode
gonna-
to a classic slasher.
I was waiting for someone
Yeah,
to mention
wow. They
either
not
of those.
not very frequently mentioned.
I know. I was actually really surprised by how few mentions either got.
Dude,
Where-
Maxine did a number on that
Honestly,
trilogy's
might have.
reputation.
Yeah, that's the one movie no one ever talks about,
Yeah.
and that's probably a good reason.
Yeah. Zach says, favorite A24 horror is for sure The Lighthouse. In my top 4 films of all time, it's so surreal and deeply homoerotic. Pattinson and Defoe give career bests IMO, and it's such a comfort watch for me, LOL.
Comfort
The Lighthouse
watch,
is
eh?
good.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
I haven't seen it since theaters.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
a few years for me.
Emmy, who when I first read this comment, I was like, God, why are you so angry?
Oh.
But now I understand it. Emmy says,
Oh.
don't you swear at me, you little shit. Don't you ever raise your voice at me. I am your mother. Do you understand? All I do is worry and slave and defend you, and all I get back is that fucking face on your face. So full of disdain and resentment and always so annoyed. Well, now your sister is dead.
Wow.
Wow.
How was that?
Wow.
Heard.
It
That was
okay.
good.
It was okay.
Oh, I got an okay from Claira
think
and a
you-
good
I
liked
from,
it.
from
I think
Emmy.
you
liked
could
it.
put more venom behind it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm not a mother, so I can't really control that.
True. But okay, so when you read that at first, you thought they were yelling at us?
Well, I read "Don't you swear at me, you little shit," and I was like, "Oh, I don't know what I said." The other day, I said we were talking about what we talk. Oh, we talked about Jorkin in it.
Yeah,
and I was like,
and
maybe
that
I told you.
All right.
No, I wasn't talking about. I was talking about the word Jorkin.
I know, but just I know.
yeah.
I'm laughing because I'm like, okay, let's add that to the list of episodes you brought up that word in a row.
Yeah, I thought I was like, I said the word. Okay, the story goes, I learned the word Jorkin for the first
Yes.
time, and I was like
Yeah.
really fascinated by that word.
Mm-hmm.
It's a funny ass word.
It's a great word.
It's a good word.
Funny-ass word.
Jorking
Good
it.
word. Okay. Elizabeth Lee says Pearl is a top 4 for me, regardless of genre or production company. So like top
Oh.
4 in general.
Oh, Pearl rocks. I
Pearl
love
is
that. I love
awesome, yeah.
Pearl. That's another great one. It's very quotable.
Mm-hmm.
Sid,
Oh, that was it.
Last round, Sid.
This one I was going to read. 81 Maya says, Killing of a Sacred Deer, Yorgos Lanthimos, my close personal friend. Side note, did you see that Yorgos says he might just become a photographer now and he doesn't know if he's going to make more movies?
Yeah, he did say that recently. He might
I
not
was
have
not aware
another
of that.
movie out of him.
Interesting.
That's
I'm Sure
cool.
I'm sure he will one day.
I mean, if
that
he
is
wants to
cool.
explore another art and
Yeah.
like not
Yeah.
force a film, fuck it, to do that then.
It's amazing.
I think
Yeah.
it's great.
Well,
They
and-
went on to. Sorry.
So I was just gonna say, like, he's had what, like 4 movies in a row, year after year.
Yeah, he's
like,
been
Yeah.
knocking them out.
yeah. I
too.
think he's probably a little burnt out.
Take a
Yeah,
little
you
break.
do you,
King.
Yorgos.
Yeah. 81 Maya also said, side note, big fan of the pod. I was following Joe back in his Twitch days of reviewing Letterboxd accounts and always looked
Oh my
forward to
God.
the lives. That's
a deep
crazy.
That was a
So long
really
ago.
long time ago.
we've evolved since that.
Wow. You've been here a
Super-
while. Thank you.
Yeah, you have been. Thank you so much. Super Sophie 11 said favorite A24 horror movie is I Saw the TV Glow. One of those movies where I put it in my top 4 immediately after finishing it for the first time. Also has one of my favorite original soundtracks. When it comes to the back rooms, I was really pleasantly surprised by it. I'm glad they didn't do any level stuff and kept it authentic to the OG short film. Can't tell if I actually love the third act or if I just love Renata Reinsve, but I did like the second half more than the others seemed to.
Oh,
Well
interesting.
said. Thank you for the little bit on backrooms as
Yeah,
well. You
love
can
it.
do that, by the way. You can answer to the Q&A and tell us how you felt
thoughts.
about the movie.
Yeah.
Thank you, Super Sophie 11.
Nice.
Was Super Sophie 1 through 10 taken?
Probably.
Or does Sophie love the number 11?
Could
Maybe.
wow. Either option is a
Maybe they were
possibility.
born in 2011.
Oh, whoa. No,
not.
I
No,
don't know.
I'm kidding.
That would make them like, no.
They would be 14, 15.
Yeah, no, that didn't happen.
That'd
They
be
just
wild.
love the number 11 is what
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
say.
yeah.
Maybe they make wishes at 11:11.
Oh, that could be
Oh,
yeah.
maybe.
Angel numbers.
That's a why is it 11:11 they do that? Why not like 10:10?
Because I think 11
10
is
isn't
7 plus
clean.
3.
What?
Oh,
What?
Don't 7 and 3 both have like religious associations as being like holy? And then, like 11 is like, it's like a special number.
I don't know how you're getting out of this one.
Yeah.
by the way, 'cause I have no idea
I
what you're
mean,
saying.
yes to 7 and 3 have
So
like
wouldn't 10:10 be a bigger deal then? Because it's
No.
7 plus 3 is 10.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. 7 plus 3 is 10, not 11.
Yeah.
oh,
So why 11:11?
because it's clean. It's just 4-11. It's the same number 4 times.
I guess.
Is that the only
Angel
time that
number.
happens? Yeah, that is the only time that happens.
Yeah, I
No,
guess
12,
if-
12.
No,
No,
that's
no,
1, 2, 1,
'cause it's ones,
2.
ones.
Forward,
Wow, I'm
backward,
really
forward,
struggling with
backward.
this.
Yeah.
Well, unless you're on military time. What about midnight? 0000.
Yeah.
No, I don't-
Well, that's special
That's
because it's
boring.
midnight.
What?
Yeah.
That's special because it's midnight.
Does that not happen
Yeah.
in military time at all?
No, because they go 0 to
22,
24.
22?
It would be 11:11
They have 11:11 in the afternoon or the morning.
in the
or
morning. Yeah.
They have 20, right? 22, 22?
Yep.
Oh yeah, 22. Yeah,
But it's still
2222.
not symmetrical.
Why not? That was
Wait,
symmetrical.
That would be symmetrical.
No, not like perfectly symmetrical. Like forwards
You
and
are
backwards.
adding some
Wow, this is a
extra
conversation that's lasted way too
layers.
long.
yeah.
Sophie, I'm so sorry. We were just.
It all started when I thought 7 plus 3 was 11.
When my mom.
That
met
was
my dad.
awesome. That was awesome.
Okay.
Okay. It's my turn to do my last one.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Sarah Drake Chaffin says the Blackcoat's daughter is truly bone chilling. Stuck with
The
me.
Blackcoat's daughter.
Stop. It is
a great
scary.
movie.
It's a great movie.
I love that movie.
No, you don't.
It puts me to sleep. And I love
You're
it. When I have a hard time sleeping, I put on the Blackcoat's daughter.
You're mean.
You're funny. And Sarah also says, and love TV Glow. Good shouts.
Great
Do we
shouts.
have picks?
Oh, I would choose. I don't know what I would choose actually.
Oh, really?
I guess I'd just choose Hereditary.
Okay.
It's like the easy one, but I do love it.
Okay. I would choose The Witch as my favorite.
Yeah, I would do The Witch and TV Glow probably. But I love The Lighthouse. There are many good options.
Glow is great. Twitch. Witch. Glow. Well, I'll say TV and as a witch and Twitch.
Yeah. It's time to
wait
end
for
the
that.
episode.
Yeah, I think we're all done.
Tired, man. All right, we're done. Thank you so much, everyone, for entering the Q&A. Remember, the Q&A for next episode, very simply, your favorite watch of May. That was new to you. Could be old, could be new. Could be something blue. Could be, what's the thing for weddings? Something used,
old,
something blue.
Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue.
Right.
something
Yeah,
Used.
new-
Lightly used.
That's
in good condition.
That's a different way to say that.
Borrowed, used, refurbished.
That's wild.
All right. Oh, by the way, for the stats, Hereditary was the number one answer with
yeah.
40 mentions. Midsummer, 29. Glow, 25. Then Lighthouse, The Witch, Talk to Me, Bodies, Heretic, After Sun, and Bring Her Back.
Wow,
Yeah.
After Sun. That's funny.
A lot of you
didn't
thought it'd
process
be
that.
funny to say After Sun.
Y'all are funny.
It is horrific.
Funny. It is. Yeah, it made me feel pretty horrific. There's a lot of funny answers I didn't read, but can't get to all of them. Okay.
Yeah.
That is the conclusion of the episode. We're done. We're
All done.
calling it. Next week on the pod, We've talked about it every episode leading up to it. We're talking officially Disclosure Day next week. Breakdown, discussion, what's going on with Spielberg in the world out there. We're about to find out soon.
Awesome.
So that's the pod. And then check out the Patreon for exclusive episodes. We have a War of the Worlds episode coming out to celebrate Spielberg. We have upcoming Toy Story kind of retrospective 1 through 4. A lot of stuff on the plate. And a lot of exciting stuff. So check that out. Leave a review and rating on Spotify and Apple. And that is it. Everyone have a wonderful day, night, week, and weekend. And we'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye, listeners.
Bye bye.